Salute. It's HadukenSharon's back with another episode of the podcast. Um, Hope everyone is having a great day. I know I'm kind of tired. I haven't slept like 24 hours. It is what it is, but got a lot to talk about today. And we got the season coming up too. Very excited about that. And I think everyone is excited about that. Let's do something real quick. Then we're gonna get right into it. Give me 1 second. Send this out. All right. Hoping everyone's having a great day. We'll start off recapping the last game that we had against the Wizards. It was a really fun game, interesting game. A lot of stuff went down. Um, it was a really fun game to watch. If you missed that, you definitely gotta watch that. Um, it was a tight, close situation. Sorry, gotta send something out. All right. Yeah, my bad. What's good, Foxy? Salute, Steven Fox. I see you. What's good? Oh, I just gotta send something. All right, got it. My bad, having some difficulty. I have to send this to someone. All right, my bad. Hope everyone's doing well. Everybody, make sure check out Sports Vibes TV, and they got the co-host now, the one and only Steven Fox. You definitely know who that is. Yeah, you definitely know who that is. Shout out to you, Stephen Fox. I see you. Kendall Rivera. Salute. What's up with you guys? I'm gonna bring up the stats and go over the game that we just had against the Wizards. It was a really interesting game. I had a really good time watching it. It looked like we were gonna fall short. We were down like almost 20 points, and then we actually ended up coming back. This is the scoring for the game. I'm gonna share it right now. Black University was good. I finally got the lighting set up. I found it. So it's finally set up so it's not gonna look as blurry anymore. Increase it if anything. But yeah, I'm drop it right now. Share the screen. Right here. All right, let's see. Zoom it in for you guys. So we won 115 to 113. If you watched the game, 115 to 113. Bradley Beal got injured early in the game. He didn't play the rest of the game, but they had a good amount of their starters playing a good amount of minutes. But the thing that kind of stood out the most during this game is the fight and defense at the end of the game. And just like Kendall Rivera just said, we got to see Obi and Randall play together. And they actually played pretty good defense in my opinion. We scored 29 minutes in the stretch that they were together. Tibbs kind of said beforehand that he's not really going to play them, that he played them too much. He played them before and didn't look like that good, but he really didn't. And now we finally saw it for a small stretch, and it looked like it could possibly work in the future. So KCP he didn't really shoot, didn't have a good game. Kyle Kuzma didn't play good. Gafford was giving us some trouble. He had 4 blocks. You already know he's a good center in my opinion. He's a decent center. Definitely a good center for that team. Spencer Dinwiddie had a decent game as well. Aaron Holiday had a really good game in my opinion. Denny, Davis Bertans, not really. Montrez, nah. And then right over here, Raul Neto. He dropped This is just crazy to me. He dropped 25 points, and this was mainly on Kemba Walker, and we're gonna talk about that a little later. And then Corey Kispert, if you watch the game, Corey Kispert hit a few clutch threes, especially once it tied. And then, as we all know, Randall hit the game winner afterwards. So now we're gonna look more into the Knicks stats right now. So here you see the players were kind of playing the normal minutes you would expect in the regular season. We had RJ Barrett played 34, and I think he's still going to play 33 to 35 minutes. So that's definitely well. Then we also got okay. So let me go over his field goal. He shot 7 for 14 from the field, 4 for 6. I'm sorry, there's music in the background. Give me a second. All right, finally. I didn't want to get copyrighted. I had there was like music outside right out the window. I had to mute for 30 seconds. Let me introduce Legion of Knicks podcast. Guillermo, right below me. You see him in his hoodie, hiding his hairline. He's hiding right there because he knows that I'm gonna get a better draft than him later on. But
First
what's
of
good,
all,
Guillermo? How
first
you
of
doing?
all, first of all, I'm only wearing this hoodie because it's like 50 something. It's cold as hell in my
Yeah, my heater's just turned on and it's like too hot now.
yeah, my heater doesn't. My apartment heater doesn't. The central heating whatever doesn't turn on until it's like 20 degrees, which is crazy. So I'm cold as hell. But yeah, you're not gonna do anything in this draft. You
Yo, I'm telling you, we're gonna be live over at Guillermo's thing later on
yes. I
doing
will
that.
set that up later. Yes,
Yeah, no,
please.
that's gonna be fun. I love doing those drafts. Um, but no, I was muted because there was music back then, so it's fine. But I'm kind of going over the stats right now for the Washington game. Um, we're at RJ right now. We're just gonna go step by step. RJ shot 50% from the field, 7 to 14, 4 or 6 from three, 67%, 6 rebounds. He didn't get assists or steals, but he got one good block on Gafford that Mitch kind of helped him out with, and then a clutch block on Denny. And he scored 18 points. Do you want to talk about how he played last game? Anything that intrigued you or something you saw that he could fix?
Well, I thought the shooting was excellent. It's you know RJ is now I think on the path to becoming a well, he was already, but I think that he's become a competent shooter from the outside. He seems a lot more comfortable. The show last season with the guarded catch and shoots, but I think this season, it's almost a natural regarding his corner shots from the wing. He did make a shot from the top of the key, which is his weakest area from the outside. So I thought that was really impressive. When you see him shoot from the top of the key, it's like he doesn't get as much lift from say the corner, which obviously is the shortest to the rim, but I thought he did really well in that regard. Regarding his attacking, again, we talk about this all the time. It leaves a lot to be desired. I think one thing that Tom Thibodeau is doing to help him out, I put this on Twitter. There's a difference when he's beating his man to the basket, then maybe he drapes him to help defense versus when he kind of gets either one or two screens or he gets say a handoff or a pass while he's in motion, and you see the difference like when he attacked Raul Neto. Obviously, Raul Neto is shorter than him, a lot shorter. What is he like 5'11" or something like that? But you
Yeah,
saw
something like that.
he might even be shorter actually. You saw RJ a lot more comfortable catching a player and setting to the basket. Remember, Gafford, I believe, was like the help defense right there, and RJ did a really good job of using Nets's body to kind of gain leverage and then angle himself properly for the layup. And then you saw the other one where he took the layup on Gafford. I think it was a pass from like 48 off of screens. It's on Twitter. It's the one in the second half, I want to say. And you saw the angle he took on Gafford, right? It was a nice central angle on the layup, and
Yeah, from the left side, I remember.
right.
It
And then
was high off the glass.
you see the takes he takes against guys like Miles Turner, where he kind of gives up on the angle because he's scared of getting blocked, or when he takes a guy one on one, he kind of gathers really early and then he might have a slight step, but like he doesn't take the proper angle. So I think the thing that Knicks are going to do to get RJ Barrett to execute a little bit better at the rim is to one, get him in motion, drive up, catching it and then driving to the basket, and using a lot of screens to get him away from that first level. But overall, I think RJ Barrett, again, I think his defense was solid for the most part. I think his biggest issue is going to be laterally. Teams that challenge him laterally, he's gonna have some trouble with. Not necessarily that he's gonna fail, but I think that's gonna be his weakest point. Versus if it's gonna be guys in the post where he kind of uses leverage and his strength, you see him do well in that regard. And also it's his perimeter defense, his reset defense. I thought was really. I think it's gonna be really good this season, like it was last season, especially after he got hurt. So
I agree. Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like all in all, the way he's been shooting this whole preseason, I think he shot like 46, 47%. And it's just from all over. Like I was watching someone posted, shout out to, I think it was I don't know, someone on Twitter. I'll find it and then I'll shout him out later. But he posted his whole like 4-minute clip of RJ's playmaking, his blocks and steals and his transition this preseason. And I just saw the way when Taj was setting a pick, he would just go right behind it, get a quick like hezzy step, and then he would shoot the three so comfortably, and you could just see in his wrist that he was really comfortable with shooting it. And it looks quicker than it did last year. We didn't really see that last year. It looks like right when he gets to that spot right off the pick, he's ready to shoot it. And
right.
we've seen that a few times during the preseason, and I think we're gonna see that a lot more during the season. He's shooting on the top of the key comfortably as well, and those were the worst spots he shot from last year. And he's continuing to get better. And his defense, like especially against Beal right now, his defense has been looking good in my opinion. Like especially the first game, I think he did really well against him. He made him have trouble even dribbling the ball a few possessions, and I think that he's gonna have a really good defensive season this year. I hope he has like the max potential I think he could have on defense this season is a type of jump that Andrew Wiggins had last season. That would be like my perfect scenario for him on defense. Um, like I think he could take a defensive step 100%, and I think you could just see it. He said earlier today that he gained more muscle and bulk because he knew he's going to guard the best wings and mainly the best players every single night, and I think he's going to do well against that challenge. Um,
So
my
let's
guy Greenhouse was good. Salute, good to see you. What's up?
salute guys, salute chat. So let's talk about the ugly though. Is that
Yeah.
you're not slick, bro? You went
No,
all.
no, I had to. No, I had to shout out Greenhouse. He just
Oh
came
no
up.
no 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 no! I'm not talking about the shot. I'm not talking about the shot. I'm just talking about your analysis because we.
No, I didn't finish.
Oh, okay, go ahead. All right.
No, okay. So I also want to say that not this game, but the last game before this, he had a bad offensive game. He was struggling on the offensive side. He missed 2 wide open layups. It like rimmed out. And the next step for him right now, like it's fine that he missed it right now. Now, once the real season starts, every single bucket counts. You can't miss those shots at all. And that's his next step. I think that he's going to shoot around 40% from the field. 47% from the field. I think that's going to be his field goal percentage. I think it's going to go up by like 2% because last year he had like 44. Because this is me taking into account that his finishing is going to get better. I really think it's going to get better.
Before you go on, let's talk about that because we talk about that all the freaking time. And
Yup.
this summer we talked about acceleration, and for the most part, I have not seen an improvement in that regard. Right, there are many times during this preseason where RJ Barrett, and this is what I was asking for. Maybe I've been a little bit too ambitious, but I wish he would have taken a note out of Jimmy Butler. Right, again, keeping your dribble from the last second. Now he did it. If you watch that Raul Neto play, he's done it before, right? Where it's kind of he keeps his dribble, and it's like a start and stop. Where it's like I don't know where he's going to go. Now, granted, he kept going left, and
He put a bad layup up. I remember that. He posted him up twice. He scored one time, and then the second time he like rushed the shot. He didn't take enough time to actually get into good position in the rim.
But here's what I'm saying, RJ Barrett. It's like I want to see RJ Barrett, and he took some really bad takes against. Yeah, it was the second Wizards game where he took some bad ones. He took one on like Montrezl Harrell. He took
It was a
just right.
It was
No,
against Davis Bertans blocked him. I think that was last game too. Davis Bertans blocked him at
no,
a
it was the
predictable
one.
late.
No, no, no,
He put up a
It
bad
was the
layup.
one he was taking a layup. He drove to his right, but took a layup with the left on Montrez. But it was like such an ill-advised take because it's like he didn't have the angle, and it was he didn't even try to throw off the backboard, and he just tried to like throw it into the hoop, and it was such a bad angle.
Oh,
Like
are you
things like
talking about the one at the fast break where Obi picked up and dunked it right away? I think
no,
that's
no,
the
no, no,
one
no,
you're.
no, no,
Is
no,
that
not that
not?
one. I know you're talking about no, because that one was even that one. At first I said when I first I was like I wish he would have gathered, but that was kind of that was bang bang. There's another one is before that I believe, and it's him driving to his right and then on Montrez and then just kind of like just throwing it with his left. And I'm like, that's such an awful take. Like there was no rhythm to it. It was almost like I'm trying to catch Montrez off balance. But even the take itself wasn't a smart one. You know what I mean? Like one thing with RJ Barrett, I think sometimes he gets and another one too. Go watch the Aaron Holiday one where he's in a post. Now, this is not start and stop, but it's and this is what happens when you're not a cerebral scorer. I think sometimes you struggle in trying to create that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So RJ Barrett, and it's like don't force the shot if you don't have it. If it's early in the clock, and I think Aaron Holiday when he had like maybe 10 seconds left on the clock when he shot the shot, he tried to spin on Aaron Holiday, it didn't go anywhere. He brought it back. He tried to spin it on his right, brought it back to his left, and then kind of like jumped into Aaron and tried to throw it up. Now I said I hope he could develop a nice little fadeaway shot. Some of you've seen guys like Taj, executing the team. Even Jimmy Butler, obviously Jimmy Butler's on the team, but with RJ Barrett is like if you don't have it, don't take it. And on the hesitation start and stop, use it a little bit more. Now, granted, I don't know if you could develop a crossover from the left to the right on it, but it's not going to be that complicated, I don't think. But it's like too many times RJ when he dribbles, especially going to his left, they know he likes his left. Many times the defender is cheating, and they're ready just get ready to just block it in. I would love for RJ to kind of hesitate on it, bring it back to his right, and then go for the attack from there. It sounds weird how I'm saying it, but if you watch, it's like his hesitation because he doesn't use it enough to kind of change directions while driving to the basket. And like I said, Jimmy Butler does it all the time. And honestly, Jimmy Butler is not the quickest or the fastest either. It's just that he keeps his dribble up and he's smart with his decision making.
He has a lot of finesse around the rim,
That too, and he
and
uses the
RJ needs
backboard.
to
RJ
RJ
doesn't
needs
use
to
the backboard.
showcase more moves.
He doesn't use the backboard. RJ has to be like play. RJ has to realize he's not a pretty player. He you're not going to be a pretty player. Be effective. Who cares about throwing floaters up? I want to see RJ abuse the backboard. And I want to see RJ keep his dribble. He has the head motion, all that stuff. It's just he tries to gather too early and stuff like that. So when I watched it, I was like, I wish I don't know what's going to happen for the season, but I just feel a little disappointed that that may have not been properly developed.
I you see, like I think he didn't showcase it too much in the preseason. I think we're gonna see a little more of it though during the regular season as he's gonna start to get forced into getting a bigger bag during the season in case someone is reading his offense. But I think it's a lot easier for him right now just because they can't really double team too much, and if they do, I feel like he can get more touches around the rim that's wide open or less contested. And I think he does. He's gonna do a decent job. I don't think he's gonna shoot nearly as bad at the rim as he did last year. I'm expecting it to go up, and I think that's just gonna go up because of those takes. He has to. Stephen Fox says RJ has to clean up the lackadaisical passes. Yeah, he had like a few turnovers that he just like tried to be flashy with one of them and it just landed right in the other team's hand. I think that was during the Pistons game. And I remember last year during the beginning of the season, he kind of had that every single game. He would have that one turnover that was so obvious and he would just pass it and it would be a straight turnover and then it would just cost us a point or something like that. But he definitely needs to get better in that aspect and
Yeah,
I like he was forcing it too much sometimes too as well.
that's why Tom Thibodeau, like if you watch it, they love using that pistol action to kind of get him in motion, but also use the benefit of the screen to kind of get him space, right? Like RJ Barrett, some of his best playmaking last season, but playmaking for others, excuse me, was off of screens, right? You see it early in the pistol action. You use like say Randall, or last year would be like a point guard. It'd be Alfred Payne kind of bring the ball up, get an RJ. He curls around on Mitch. He drives to the basket. Then he has the option of either pass of attacking, pass it to Mitch for the alley, or kicking out to the outside. And I think that that's going to be the theme again until you see RJ Barrett. Even take that so-called DeRozan step, right? Kind of shooting his man off, with the high post, kind of waiting till the guys get open. I think RJ's best playmaking again is going to come with the pick and roll and him being in motion versus him, set up the offense from the top of the key. He's not ready for it yet. He has to be adept on both sides, both his right and his left, before I think Tom Thibodeau feels comfortable. And for a lot of those turnovers, it's not an excuse. I just felt like in that, I think it's a Wizards game away that he had the most turn, like two or three of them. I think a lot of those were like rush passes.
Yeah,
Um,
he had a few rush. He had like 4 turnovers. It was the game Randall didn't play. He had like four
right. That's what
turnovers or 5 turnovers, and he had like a few assists. I don't remember exactly how much, but the thing is with him, like I think like I'm glad Mitch is back right now, and I think it's gonna take him like 10 to 15 games to come back into shape. But RJ usually gets a good amount of assists to Mitch and lobs. Um, I think that's gonna work well because from the preseason, the way I saw from that game, Mitch kind of looked a little better in screens. I can't take that like fully into consideration, but he was getting a few better. Like it looked a little stronger. I don't know, and
So for some
yeah,
reason, these guys they got to start wearing cups or something because they're scared to get in front of the guy and make this read. So I was watching it, right? I would say this.
for Trey was good. Salute.
Maybe because of the additional muscle, I think he was able to push some guys off. The screens were still, compared to what should be the norm, was still relatively weak, but he at least would push the guy and wait a little bit before he rolled to the basket. Back last year, you think he was just sending ghost screens where it's like he would do that and just run to the basket like dogs. You didn't screen the guy. Like he's right there with the ball handler now. Now the ball handler's right. Now the guy's getting double teamed, or is a double team because the big man can peek and he get back, and like you allow the guy to recover. So I think it
Salute,
was a
salute,
little bit
salute.
better. But here's the thing with Mitch, and I know that he's coming back. He's rusty, whatever. I just hope that that same athleticism hasn't waned because Mitch, he's like he's like Calvin Johnson regarding the pick and roll for us. Like he cleans up a lot of bad passes in the air. Like his catch radius is just stupid. So I'm not sure you're gonna get that same Mitch for a while, and I don't want to rush Mitch. So
It's
I
gonna
think
take like a month, I think, for him to get into like I don't know whatever 10 to 15 games is. I think he's gonna get into better shape by then, and it's just gonna continue to get better.
it took KD a year, right?
Something like that. It was probably about that.
So Mitch would be what, 6.5, 7 months? I'm not sure. I think it's like 6 to 7 months. So
Yeah, probably around that. But I don't know. He looked like he didn't look injured to me. I think Tibbs won't just put him out there right away if he was injured. I think he knows he's healthy, but he just needs to get into game shape. I think that's where his next step is right now. Stephen Fox says Tibbs better phase Mitch and slow, just asking for a hammy or calf injury.
yeah, when
Yeah,
you
it could happen.
yeah, that's the thing. Is like when you and you also have to think about it too. Mitch is looking for a payday. Look, everybody's getting paid now. You gonna sit and tell me that Mitch, unless he gets a sweetheart deal or something like that, which I don't know if he, Leon Rose
Sweetheart deal.
Mafia. I don't know if the Leon Rose Mafia wants to give him such a deal to be like, hey, we'll give you this. Don't even think about free agency. We got you. You're talking about a guy who has pressure to come due on his so-called potential slash whatever he thinks he may have shown in the NBA, and guys are getting paid. He might rush it. I mean, so that's why, look, Thibodeau is a type, I think, that he loves people who work hard, who kind of take that I'm hurt but I'm not injured type of mentality versus, Tibbs, I got to sit out, blah blah. Like he likes those go getters. So I hope Mitch is not being pushed to overdo it because again, the Jones fracture injury, and I know Nick talked about it, but I talked to my PT and she said anything that dislodges that metatarsal, that bone, whether it's you putting more weight, you coming back too early, it just makes everything worse. So I'm just saying, I just hope Mitch doesn't rush it back, and he has an injury someplace else. He has a, what I mean? It's just
Yeah, I hope they don't like. I think he's gonna get like 25 minutes right now, like a game, and then they're gonna
that's a lot.
because
That's a
Noel
lot.
was out. Yeah, no, that is a lot, but they're gonna probably play him around that, and then they're gonna have Taj come in for a bit, and then Sims for a little because Noel was out for the season opener. They announced, and he's having I think it's hamstring or like some I don't know some strain in his knee and in his leg, and they said that he's not gonna be here for the home opener. I don't know how many games he's gonna be out for, but that's gonna put more stress and pressure on Mitch. And I think that's like the thing they're gonna use. I think they're gonna use him right now, even if he isn't in game shape. But I think he'll be like, I don't think he's gonna get injured, but you never know what can happen. Um, I just hope nothing happens. That's it. I just pray for one
I
full
mean,
year of healthy
look,
Mitch.
that's the thing though.
Chop low was good. Salute.
Salute. You don't want to be in the business of hoping, right? You got to make the best decisions, the smartest decisions. When Tom Thibodeau, you talk about the minutes, and he has to have perspective, foresight to be like, all right, long term for me. And granted, he doesn't have. Here's the thing about for his team, because I guess it's a line that you want Mitch to be at his healthiest. Because I'd rather have Mitchell Robinson miss the whole first half. I get a fully healthy mostly healthy Mitchell Robinson for the playoffs. I mean, like if you have to face the Hawks again and they still succeed with that pick and roll despite the fouls not being called as much, I want a healthy Mitchell Robinson versus a somewhat okay Mitchell Robinson that could possibly get hurt going into the playoffs. And knock on wood, we get to the playoffs, but I just the stars are not aligning for Mitch with this injury. It's like it's the worst year for him to be hurt. It's the worst year for him to see all these people getting paid, and then you got freaking now you got DeAndre Ayton out there.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about that too a little later
Oh
because
man.
there's a few guys that by 6 o'clock they're supposed to get paid. Bagley isn't getting paid. Aiden isn't getting paid.
Bagley.
Yeah, Bagley is not gonna come here, but I'm interested. I don't know what team is gonna pick him up, but his injuries have really torn him down. Like he was pretty dominant in Duke, but coming in, he should not have been a second pick.
But
I
even
think
like
that's just too
they
much
had
for him.
concerns that his game was like too old school. That he stayed way too much in the paint. Which I
Like
mean,
a Jalil Okafor, like
yep,
Jabari Parker. Like he has not Jabari Parker too much because he also got injured, but
yeah.
I feel like
Jabari
all
was
these bigs got injured, but they kind of played a similar game.
yeah, Jabari, Jalil, they all seem like these uber dominant paint forces. But yeah, Aiton is an interesting one. I don't know what's gonna happen, but Sarver is a cheap.
Yeah,
Sarver is cheap as
they
hell.
just tweeted again. Schultz said that there's definitely no talks, and I listened to a 2-minute video of Woj, and they said there's not going to be any deal that's going to happen. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens because they might trade him, or someone's going to get an offer sheet for him. He might sign a qualifying offer, so he becomes an unrestricted free agent. We're going to kind of expand on that a little later, but next up we have Julius Randle. Last game he didn't have the best shooting night. He got his rebounds, whatever. I don't care too much about his rebounds. Like it is what he's always gonna get around 9-10
Yeah,
rebounds.
it's
It
over.
is what it is. He had 4 turnovers, 21 points. He got a decent amount of free throws, but he missed 2 clutch free throws and then came back and hit the game winner. Um, they kind of they legit just all let him ISO, and they all stood there, waited until he ISO'd, and he got his signature step back over Daniel Gafford for the win. How do you think he's been playing this whole preseason?
So Julius Randle, he outside of the little 2-man game he's had with Evan Fournier, especially in that first game, it's kind of like he's doing the same thing I saw from last season. And I know this like in the Wizards game, and this happened even last season, but this year Tibbs' expanded offense. He, I don't mean this in a bad way because people can kill me, but he slows down. I feel the motion and flow of the offense at times. Like like granted, this season they have run some motion stuff with him in it, where he bought into Tom Thibodeau's when they ran like the stagger screen for RJ Barrett. Um, but even on the pick and rolls, he's still not rolling to the basket, kind of still picking pops. He still kind of plays it his tune for the most part. He forced a few. And was it the Pistons game? I can't remember which game it was. It might have
The
been the game, but
the
he
Pistons game he didn't play.
okay. So it may have been the Wizards game, the game winner where he kind of forced some bad. I mean, it was the Wizards game. He forced some bad turnovers. That's when we came back. Yeah, that's when we came back. He forced some bad turnovers. He was trying to drive like baseline, lost the ball. He just kind of like
He was
just
being very sloppy, just
yeah.
like a
So
lot of people were worried about him after the first preseason game because he looked a little off, and then the second game he didn't play, and then the third game he comes back, he drops 29 points. He had a good game. That was when Campbell was out, D Rose was starting in the lineup, and I think that when D Rose is starting, It kind of goes back to the type of offense we played last year, and I just think that they give the ball to Randall more, and that's in those situations he gets to ISO just like he did last year. And when you have Kemba in that starting lineup, I think he controls the ball a little more. And it allows Randall to not worry too much about it. And he gets into his spots, which I hope continues to happen. I hope that Kemba can hopefully play more than 60 games. Because for me, I don't really think he could play more than that. I would say
Well,
the
here's the
max is
thing
like
too with Randall.
65.
It's like I think that Tom Thibodeau is doing him a disservice where because we talk about this. Like my biggest goals for Randall is to expand his game mentally, right? To be able to read the game and make the proper pass to set guys up versus just looking for his at when he I don't say when he feels like it, but even Tom Thibodeau when you're calling it ISO for him in these weird clunky moments within a game, it's like I don't know how does that I don't know, I just don't see it as effective basketball. What I mean, everybody knows what Drews likes to do. He likes to dribble to the baseline, take that baseline shot or get to the high mid range or far mid range and take those shots. Sometimes top of the key when he comes off the horns, he kind of like instead of just taking a shot, he wants to triple threat and it kind of slows down the offense. Given the things that we have to see now, granted, when Kemba's out and stuff like that, I understand it. And obviously, you have to pick your spots. If you're having a hot game, I understand it. But I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. Randall right now, I want him to get to that level of the Jokic's and stuff. I'm not sure he's gonna do it. I'm rooting for him to, but I don't know. I just still see things. Holy crap!
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic here a little. But so where do you think, like, in my opinion, I think Randall's gonna be around the same as he was last year. Like, I'm not too worried about his stats. I think he's gonna be near all star caliber. He could be an all-star again for all. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's an all-star again, but I just want to see him just have better IQ. That's the main thing, and I want him to drive more and get into the lane. Um, don't rely too much on getting those contested jump shots because you don't really have to shoot those as much now. You got other weapons in the team. Try to use them. We're gonna go off next into Fournier. Do you want to say anything else about Randall, or you want to move on?
Also on defense, he has to be a lot smarter on defense. There
What's a good
too many
project there?
times.
Oh yeah, I forgot. How could I forget? Because I was so pissed. I was so mad watching those first 3 quarters because especially in the first quarter, um, Randall was just lazy on defense. Yeah, I am right on the corner. Randall was right on right. So someone was in the left corner when we started the first quarter, and Randall just stood there, left him open. He made a three.
Hmm.
There was possession. This always happens in the regular season too. I wish he played like he doesn't necessarily have to play the type of defense he played in the last 5-6 minutes of the game because that's just like you're full on pressing. Like all of them were just switching. They weren't even playing man. They were just playing whoever defense at that point. And I just want him to put effort on defense. Don't be lazy. I'm not telling you to be the best defender in the world. I just want you to be able to go off of picks and attach yourself to the guy that's on the other side and call it out. Don't just stick yourself out and let the other guy get a jump shot because that's what we have seen. And I saw that a few times during this game and it got me really frustrated. Let me say what's up to Geraldine. What's good? Salute. I see you. Julian Blum, salute. If you haven't dropped a like yet, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you won't miss the next show. I'm gonna do one again on Thursday, right after the game. Make sure to check that out too. Uh, you could talk about the defense too about Randall, what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I just think that he made some like it was just some boneheaded decisions. Like there was one where he left. Now I'm forgetting. There was one where there were two of them actually where he left this man to help out and then missed him. Um, once
It
the
was on the
time
fast break too. He did that on the fast break too. He just the fast break was going on and he just stood in the paint instead of going out to his guy, and they got a wide open shot. Um, I don't know which player you're necessarily talking about though.
I'm trying to. He came up to help Flash at the top of the key, and I think it may. Yeah, I think he may have tried to help out on Dinwiddie, who was not a good outside shooter, and he left somebody who is a D. It may have been cool. I
Was
think it was
it
Dinwiddie.
Bertans? or Denny. I don't know.
It may have been Kuzma because I'm just trying to think who's in the corner. I'm forgetting right now, but he did it twice. I remember. And it was just a bonehead decision. Like it's okay to it's one thing to be aggressive, but you got to be smart. Like if Dinwiddie's not getting a screen and if he's by himself 1-on-1, I'll take that matchup.
Oh, I remember the play now. It was on the right wing, and Dinwiddie was on the top, and he pressed heavy on them, and then Kuzma. Or was it on the left side? Because I remember it was Kuzma on
It was
the
on the right. It was on the right. If you
he was
think
on Kuzma was on the court is this way. Kuzma was on the left side
no, Kuzma was on
of
the
the
right. Kuzma
court.
was on the right
No,
because I remember
'cause there
he
was
left.
another play like that too. That Kuzma was wide open and his man didn't pick up, and he got a wide open three.
Right.
And Mitch contested it because someone didn't pick up. That was Randall's guy. I remember. Mitch jumped up to contest that three. Kuzma missed, but it was wide open, and Mitch contested it because Randall didn't pick up on the switch. That was another one. Like, I just hope I don't know how he got defensive votes last year. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't understand how he got defensive votes. But
It's just well, I mean, I
yeah,
think with Randall, like 1-on-1 with certain plays, he did relatively well. And then the rebounds because I think people like, oh, 12 rebounds. It's like, yeah, but if you look at the rebounds, like it's the same way like Mitch doesn't get as much credit. Like when you actually do actual analysis on him, you look at the fact that this guy is, again, one of the top in contested rebounds on both ends, one of the top in box outs. It's like he does a lot of work, but it doesn't show it because it's not him
it's
getting
not
the
a
rebound.
box score type of thing.
Right.
It
So it's not so
yeah.
with Randall, it's like people just look, oh yeah, 12, I'll go for that. Like a lot of people don't do their homework. A lot of these writers don't do their homework for the Knicks. It's like, okay, Randall's the top guy being praised right now. Oh yeah, and the Knicks are winning. Yeah, give him whatever. So
Just like I don't know, was it you that pointed it out? I don't know. Someone pointed it out that we didn't give Mitch credit for how he kind of helped out RJ get that black block on Gafford. I think it was on your was it on your show?
wait, which one? Sorry, say it again.
That you remember the block that RJ got on Gafford? Mitch actually helped like box out a little, and then he went off to the side so RJ can charge up and block him. I don't
That
know
may
if it
be,
was
yeah,
you
maybe
that
so.
said that.
I don't think we talked about
All right,
that.
someone said that, but he, I don't know. Even though he's like out of shape right now, you still see like the toughness and the hustle. Like he had a bad turnover when in the second half where he was running and then he just threw off a pass. Someone stole and he ran right back and got the steal right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a fast break and we scored. I think, yeah, we got a fast break and we scored. And he's still getting rebounds. He got 9 rebounds. I just love that his offensive rebounding and his rebounding coming back. I know we still did pretty decent on rebounds last year, but there's just certain rebounds and angles where Mitch can get it at where Noel can't. And that's definitely going to help us a lot during the regular season. And Mitch staying healthy is the number one priority right now for him. Like I think he's gonna show a few moves. I've seen him in the pregame practicing hook shots. I think he's been working with Kenny Payne with that. I think we're gonna see that later on during the regular season. I know Guillermo is a big candidate for him to show something offensive, just like everyone else. I also still think that he's gonna shoot threes and mid ranges if they're wide open, not if they're contested. Because I've seen Taj do it in the well, and I just think that's the type of offense that Tibbs is starting to instill.
Well, but the thing with Mitch is that put like this, I used to just want to see him do like a hook shot or some type of
Robert
move.
Parr was good. Salute.
But honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for him. I just want him to be healthy for this because it's like if you haven't been practicing it, it's hard to like you talk about having a simple post move. Like a lot of people, you're either born with it or you work maniacally hard at developing it, or you just don't have it. And I'm not sure if Mitch is ever going to get it just because of time, because of the injury and all that stuff. So this season, I don't think we're going to see anything. I do see Tom Thibodeau. Now he's starting to do it. He did it with Nones well. He did it with, or sorry, he did it with Taj. And he wants Nones well to be that. They're going to be running a lot of 5-out concepts this season, a lot of 5-out, 4-out concepts, and they want their bigs to shoot. So when you see Tom Thibodeau's probably got to play small, but I just feel like Mitchell Robinson, what they expect from him, I don't think they're gonna want him to shoot any threes or anything like that. They just want to be healthy, run the floor, get rebounds, hand it back off. So.
Yeah, I can play like clips from the a conference right from the game or no? Because they just released a thing of Tibbs talking about something in the post game. I could
Yeah,
play right.
there's not like
Will they hear the sound?
Yes, if you share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it right now. All right, because he's talking about RJ in this clip. It just came out. Let me share it real quick. I just want to hear what he says. Right here. See it, right? Let me know if you hear it.
We always say this.
Wait, I gotta unmute it.
There's a lot of great players.
All right, wait.
We always say this is there's a lot of great players in this league. Sometimes it's the point guard, sometimes it's the wing, sometimes it's a big, and those type of players you have to guard with your team. But we want him to take on the challenge of being a complete player, and I think he's taken a lot of pride in it. I think his defense is a lot better than it was a year ago. I can tell you that, and he's done a really good job. He can guard multiple positions. He can guard 2, 3, and 4. He can guard some point guards. He's shown a lot.
All right, so I'm happy to hear that. I know that. What do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? My bad.
No, how do you feel about that?
I know I've been saying that I think his defense is gonna get better. I just think he's gonna be he said that he could guard some ones. I guess he can guard taller ones just because they're gonna be slower. I don't think he's not gonna be able to guard like Trey, Dame, whatever, like the guys that are like shorter than him because they're definitely a lot faster than him. But it's interesting to hear that he's saying that. I know he has a lot of love for RJ. They connect a lot. But I do think that RJ is going to be more of a complete player this year. I think he's going to be all around a good player. Like I think his playmaking is going to go a little bit. I think it's going to be more in use. My bad. I think it's going to be more in use this year. I hope they put the ball a little more in his hands so he could showcase that playmaking. His rebounding is going to be about the same. I'm not too worried about it. And I know you think that he's going to score still probably like 18 or 17, right? That's where you think he's going to be at?
Yeah, I just if
Salute.
RJ, I feel like they're like two most probable routes, right? It's either RJ becomes a lot more efficient at the rim and they use him as like that type of weapon where he can get the 20 points, whatever a game, he shoots well from outside, or RJ plays top notch defense and commits more to playmaking, making the proper passes, but maybe his field goal percentage at the rim slightly gets better, not by a lot. Maybe his 3-point percentage dips a little bit, and he may average less, but again become a more impactful player. Because again, if you think about a guy like Kemba, I don't think Kemba's playing the whole season. I'm sorry, I just don't see. I think he's going to be challenged way too much on both
I
ends of
agree.
the floor, especially defensively. He just, oh my gosh, man. So that's the thing I see with RJ Barrett. But either way, that's still a very impactful player. I think because RJ again, he works extremely hard as his craft. I think the 3-point is always going to be there. I think the defense, like you might get an RJ Barrett where he may get challenged by the quicker, faster wings, but I feel like everyone else will probably go through a nightmare just because RJ Barrett will commit himself on defense this season, and then you have the fouls that won't be called as much. So yeah, I think RJ Barrett, like what Tom Thibodeau was saying, he can be that, but it's like you have to devote yourself to one because most guys don't devote themselves to both ends of the floor at a top level. You know what I mean? Like, and in high school, they'll tell the star player, college tell the star player, yeah, you're the guy scoring 20-some points a night. Don't worry about it. You don't have to play defense.
Yeah, slack off on defense.
Maybe slack off a little bit, right? So I just feel like, if he has again, I have to see it. That's why I was talking about the finishing. If he was taking different angles at the rim, I will feel more comfortable with scenario 1. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I see more of a scenario 2 happening. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah, right as we talk about the defense in high school, like he just pops up out of nowhere.
Look at
Let me salute Ethan real quick.
Yeah,
Welcome, what's good, Ethan? How you doing?
Yeah, my bad, bro. I just came home and I knocked out. I didn't even see your text. My bad.
Nah, I mean it's fine. It's been up for 40. We got a good amount to talk about so far. Let me shout out a few people in the chat that just popped up that are new. Shout out to J Money. I see you. What's good? Still Knicks fans, salute. Make sure to check out his channel too. He's gonna be live later on today. Sub up. Naruto Goku, I see you too. What's up? Justin L, my guy. Welcome. What's good? Make sure to subscribe. Smash that like button if you haven't already. turn that notification bell on. We're gonna continue talking about this video. So I do think that he's gonna take like a bigger task in being a complete player. Like I think that for me still, I think like my set thing for him is that I think he could still 6 rebounds is for me like what he's gonna be at. I still think he could get 20 points just because I think his field goal percentage is gonna go up. I don't necessarily think his shots are gonna go up. I think he's gonna shoot like 14, 15, or 16. It might go up a little, but I really do think that percentage at the rim is going to go up and going to lead to him scoring that 20 points per game. And I'm hoping his assists are going to be around 4. I don't want it to be at 3. I hope it's like 4, 4.5. That would be like the perfect situation for me. And his defense, just like Tibbs just said in this video, he said that he sees that RJ is a lot better on defense than he was last year. And I believe it because last year his defense was definitely iffy. We saw him get cut back door a lot. He couldn't really stay in front of some people. And from the small sample size we got, he was playing pretty well against the other wings. Bradley Beal, he's getting a little higher on blocks. He's showing a little more athleticism. He's trying to dunk on people. He tried twice. He got fouled on those things. But I really do think he's going to take a step this season. And it's going to lead to him getting paid more than people probably think. I don't know. I think we might get into the contract situations later on. Because today at 6 o'clock is the deadline for all the 2018 rookies. We're definitely not going to see Kevin Knox getting signed.
Oh, he's not? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You're telling me he's not worth his $10 million cap hold? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's probably gone. He's probably gone.
Golly.
Yeah, no, he's probably gone. But
Oh,
Oh, look, can I add on to that? Mikal Bridges is an idiot. That's all I gotta say. Mikal Bridges and his agent, yo, you gotta
Wait,
fire
why?
him, bro.
because go ahead.
He took 90 mil, bro.
Sarver's a cheap person, man. Sarver's been historically cheap.
I mean, 30 mil per year, like
Nah, 90 mil is not even 30. 90 mil for 4 years, it's not even 30.
oh, it's for 4? I thought
Yeah.
it was for 3.
22.5, right? So I mean,
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was for
Yeah,
someone said
22.5. Like, that's stupid, bro.
all right, now he could have probably gotten like 100 something. I don't know.
Nah, there was
something like
already reports out that, right, you never take less than a 4-year 100. And then if Sarver doesn't want to give him the max extension, that he could go to the open market, and then he could get a 4-year 115 contract offer. And if they don't match it, you just go to that team. So
But I think he wants to stay there. I don't know. I think he
the winning
just
situation. I
wants.
think it's like,
Yeah, they just went to the finals.
when you're close to a championship, it's like sometimes you take less money. Like to be able to play with a guy like Booker and Chris Paul, and you were hoping to play with Ayton. You know, what I mean, you're right. You just want the chip. I mean, sometimes it's a few extra million is not important to you from another team that may not be going anywhere versus
Yeah, like they're overpaying now. I mean, I think that's worth like Mikal Bridges. Like he's a 3-and-D player. Like he's a good defender. He goes at the rim pretty decently too. I like the way he cuts into the basket too. New CEO. What's good, Nick G?
Can you leave me alone for 1 week? Can you let me breathe for 1 freaking week, man? This guy.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Yeah, now salute. What's good, Nick G? I see you. What's good? Let me know if you need the link. I'll drop it if you wanna pop on. But yeah, I don't know. Mikal Bridges. So he was reported to get how many? He was reported to get 115.
Yeah, if he tested the open market after the season.
That's kind of wild to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Yo, these contracts are crazy right now. But what the deal is?
It's
like,
depressing, man. I don't even
Jaren Jackson. Like the thing with me, 105 million for Jaren Jackson is a little overpay because I think that his health definitely takes into account that, but I think he has a really good offensive game. His rebounding isn't that high. His blocking is good, in my opinion. But I think I said this earlier. I think he could be a sleeper for MIP. He might be a sleeper for MIP. If he stays healthy, that's his main important thing right now.
Stays healthy. That's crazy.
I know.
Gets underpaid, but JJJ gets I'm sorry, he got overpaid. As
Yeah, no,
good
he
as
did get
is,
overpaid. MPJ did too. MPJ has back problems, and they
that
gave
no,
him
I don't I
207
don't
mil.
disagree with MPJ, but I would be more comfortable overpaying for MPJ than a JJJ, JJJ.
Yeah,
Because MPJ, okay, put it like this: MPJ is a ticking time bomb, but you probably have one of the better ascending scoring wings, forwards, whatever you want to call him in the league, in MPJ, as long as he's healthy. And to give
And
you
at
no
least he showed
disrespect,
you
but
that he
Jamal
could
Murray
stay
with that
healthy for a
team.
full season last year.
Say it again, Ethan.
At least he showed you he could stay healthy for a full season last year.
Yeah, you're again. I agree with you, Dugan. There's a ticking time, but Jaren Jackson, just since he's come to lead now, Jaren Jackson has been did show out when he was healthy to be a solid double shooter, actually space the play. Shot like 38%. I think he's like rookie year, and he has an ugly shot, but for some reason it goes in. So I don't know. JJ just JJJ.
I'm interested in how he'll play. Like he looked pretty good in the preseason because he just came back of the injury during like kind of the end of the season, and like those types of injuries, it takes you like 6 months to a year to actually come back into yourself. And just like Porzingis actually has been looking a little better in the preseason. He's actually starting to look a little better. And I think that's what's gonna happen for JJJ too. I think that it's gonna take him probably a little more to get better, but he's looked good. I really like Jaren Jackson Jr. He's easily the second best player on that team, and at one point he could even be the best player on that team, like scoring wise.
Yo, you see this? You see this?
Yeah, going
No,
out.
because I've liked Jaren Jackson before Ja. I actually like Jaren Jackson. Sorry, I think that he was averaging 20 at 1.2 before he got injured. I think that he could be the leading scorer of that team. It doesn't mean he's gonna be the best player. Ja can still be the best player because he's racking assists as well, and he's scoring. He's probably gonna score 20 also next season. But I really do think Jaren Jackson has a lot of potential. I don't know. That's just how I feel. But moving on, the next player we're gonna talk about is Evan Fournier. In my opinion, Evan has looked off. He's been overthinking some shots. He's been passing up shots, and I don't know. I'm not too worried, but he just has looked off to me. How do you guys feel about how he has been playing? And real quick, salute Quiet Money. I see you. What's good? Hope all is well. Salute. Smash that like button. Appreciate you guys for being here. Ethan, you could go first because you just came in.
So with Fournier, with our stretch offense that we're running, he's gonna get a lot of open looks. And we talked about this like after the first preseason game. Those the Spain pick and roll threes, he's getting a lot, and then he needs to hit those at a 40% clip instead of a 33 or a 30 or 35. So he needs to hit his shots. I wasn't like particularly worried about him during the preseason. Only is that
You mean Ethan, but he's Evan.
only that yeah, he just wasn't hitting shots, but like he's in the opportunity. No, I'm fine.
That's funny.
Yo, he's tired, man. Leave him alone, man.
Yeah, I'm so tired.
Yo, I've been awake for 25 hours, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I
remember you. Like,
I'm gonna be. He woke up for school, and I tweeted, "I'm still awake," and he's like, "Yo, I just woke up for school." Bro, I literally witnessed my whole family wake up, and oh yeah, no, that's just I'm gonna be up till like late too, cause we gotta do 2 drives. It is what it is, though.
Well,
I'm gonna be up for a while.
night, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be live on his. Yeah, I'm gonna be I'm actually gonna go to Ero's show for his draft for a little, and then for our draft we're gonna be on Guillermo. He's gonna go live, so everyone definitely make sure to do that because we're gonna be talking smack the whole. I already know that, and it's gonna be fun. 16 and 20 is crazy. Yeah, the fantasy. Aren't you in it?
Yeah, I'm in the Gmos. There's another one.
Yeah, it's with Ero, but it's not for money. It's like 20 people. It's for fun, but yo,
I can't do drafts for fun.
Ethan got the 11th pick. That's fine.
Because I'm gonna just end up not caring or like forgetting.
That's the tough thing about like
extra real. What's good?
That's why every draft, except for the MBK one, it's like I gotta do it for money, so I'm like actually focused.
Yeah, if it's for nothing, then I don't really care.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough to like stay.
Before you go, Ethan, I'm gonna read this out. Greenhouse said nobody is a point guard to you guys when they start out for some reason. It takes years of Basil Sprout with still Basil. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. To be
Nobody's a
honest.
point guard to you guys when they start out. Wait, what?
Nobody's a
Just-
point guard.
He's probably. I don't know if he's talking.
This doesn't have what you want yet. No, I mean, no, because there's certain guards that you take that are.
Oh,
point
okay,
guard.
yeah, I see what he's saying.
Did he say something different? Oh.
He said everyone who we get is not a point guard, but everyone everywhere else is a point guard.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's go down the history of point guards that we had. Alfred Payne was a point guard. He just sucked.
Apparently, Tommy D. No shade, but apparently, Alfred Payton was like the next coming.
Who said that?
No, the guy you were Tommy D. You remember on Twitter he was beefing with.
Oh my God!
And then Mark Jackson too said that with a straight face that
Oh.
that EP was a big part. Like he
Again,
played some decent defense, but other than that, no, I don't care.
Because this is no hate.
This is no like shade. It's just funny.
No
just funny.
shade.
It's
Alfred
funny.
Payne, you owe Tommy D a steak dinner. I've never seen somebody. This dude, I'm a nobody, and this guy was coming on.
A bunch of nobody.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know basketball. I'm like, yo, are you DMing me on Alfred Payton? Like, bro. And the funniest thing is that all I said was an analogy comparing whoever picked the GM for the Suns. I was just comparing that. I said, oh, Joe Dumars made mistakes too because he drafted Darko over Melo. When I said this dude tried to eviscerate, I'm like, yo, I've never seen somebody go so hard for Alfred Payne. So Alfred Payne, despite the fact Alfred Payne, you were mentally taken out of games last season. You did not sit up there and cheer. You had Theo Pinson show more love to the players than you did. I mean, you had games where we could have used your defense, even if you didn't score anything, but mentally you were out of it. You had nothing to do with the Knicks while you were still on the Knicks in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So salute to you, but hey, I'm just saying, Alfred Payne, you were terrible for the Knicks. I'm sorry. You were
he was just
but you were wrong.
He did better the year before. The year before, he was getting like 4 triple doubles in a row. I remember. But it didn't matter. But it was empty stats. But still,
like he's not an impactful player. And it's just
this is true,
right? Okay, but IQ's taking the same route as the so-called Jimmy Butler, where Tom Thibodeau takes a player who's not necessarily fit into one category and then molds them to kind of do everything he likes. So
yeah,
I sit up here and give IQ a lot of his. Let's say IQ. I give IQ a lot of praise because during the summer league, I talked about him facilitating more. His court awareness seemed to be a lot more improved relative to last season. So it is what it is. But let's be honest. How many times has Tom Thibodeau put like this? When Jeff Teague went to the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was Jimmy Butler who was still the point forward or point whatever you want to call him.
Jeff Teague was like he was pretty like he did okay. He did better in the beginning, and then towards the end, he just was like bad.
Yeah, so Tom Thibodeau doesn't do better with good with these guards, and you know what I mean. So again, who was the last really good point guard we had? Frank Ntilikina at one point supposed to be the. So like, what do you Greenhouse? We just had bad years. But Kemba Walker's a point guard. He's just not healthy.
Ethan, so you could talk about Evan Fournier, whatever you want to put on him.
I already said my piece with Fournier. Like, I'm fine with him schematically. He's gonna get a lot of looks. He hasn't I haven't seen him being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's always in the right place, but he just hasn't hit shots, and he needs to hit. I'm paying him 19 mil. I expect him to hit those main pick roll threes at least a 40% clip. I don't want him to be hitting that like a 32%.
Yeah, I agree. Still Knicks fan says Evan will be fine. He needs some time to adjust to the Knicks. After our conversation earlier, I went back and looked at his numbers with the Celtics. He didn't play that many games with the Celtics. Yeah, I see you said this too. Yeah, his in the Celtics, like I was talking with Guillermo about this also on in the group chat on text, and Fournier he did play for like half a season with them, but he did have protocols for a little, so he had to miss some time. But the games he did play, he shot like 11 to 12 shots, and he shot at a really high clip. Shot very well from 3. He shot pretty good from the field, and in my opinion, I think he's going to take about that same amount of shots, and he's going to average probably like 14 to 16 points. I don't think he's going to be averaging like 20, like above that. I really don't. I think he's going to be about that range. Says Justin L says patience is good. I also think Evan will look better the more we get into our sets and offense gets more natural.
Yep.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm gonna be. You think we're gonna run 5 out sometimes?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think we're gonna run it with Mitch?
I'm not sure about with Mitch. You probably run
Because
with
I
Mitch.
think not
Well,
right
I
away,
think
because he still needs to get healthy right now. But if he's like, I think
he can't play
later
5
on in
can't
the
shoot from
middle of the
outside.
season.
But he can't shoot from outside. Then you're not gonna run. You're gonna run. They're gonna run 5 out with sets that have like, whenever like say Obi and Randall get put together. I think they're gonna try to find ways to basically
Oh,
kind of outgun teams.
this makes sense. You went on a rant for no reason.
What
Greenhouse said that was to Nick G. You went on a rant for nothing.
you're the one that.
I didn't
put it
even.
out.
No, I didn't see that comment. He said that a while after. Look at the messages. He said that a while after. Okay, now that's my bad. He says, "Oh, and don't let them be bad on defense. Then they're just terrible. I wonder if we drew over Dame if he gets here and gets blown by." Okay. All right, DSJ, my guy, what's good? Salute. I see you. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's watching right now. We got 23 people. The lighting looks better now, right? I actually have the lighting thing. It was in my closet. Like it actually doesn't look like dumb now. Like
You
blurry.
still wanna light for your face. So
Yeah, no, 100. No, it's right here, but I'm gonna adjust it later. But I just had to do it quick because I just found it. But make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already.
hit them likes.
Hit them likes. Turn that notification bell up. Make sure to check out Guillermo. We're gonna be on there later on, and I know you don't want to miss that because I don't know who's into fantasy or like even if you just like basketball in general, the fantasy draft is really enjoyable to do and watch. Even just mock drafts. So I hope you guys tune into that as well. Okay. Guillermo, so is there anything you want to say about Evan Fournier? Because I don't think you really said too much about him.
I think he'll be fine. I think Evan Fournier, he's just missing some shots. He has to get into rhythm. Again, like I said, man, he runs that Spain pick and roll really well as a second screener. Comes off really well. Tom Thibodeau's, been preaching screener to screener this offseason, it seems like, and Evan Fournier, like I said, is already used to it. He's run some nice pistol stuff over the team last game, if I remember. I just think it's just him trying to get into rhythm. Now, defensively, he's going to be challenged. He is not.
Appreciate
he is
you
not
guys.
a good defender. He's not an abject defender, but he's not a good one. So he's definitely going to be challenged this season. But just offensively, what he can do in spacing out the floor is going to open up the floor for guys like the RJ. It's going to open up for the guys like Kemba Walker because you have to account for a guy like him. So I just think right now it's just rust for the most part.
Yeah.
But there was a nice play. Yeah, it was a pistol play that him and Kemba ran. Kemba was bringing the ball up. Fournier came around the screen from Mitch and then threw up a floater. And I think that play with him and Mitch is going to be deadly just because when Mitch is healthy.
That floater looked really nice. It was straight from the free throw line. I thought he was actually going to lob it. I didn't expect him to just throw. I usually don't see him throw up floaters like that when I watch him.
And salute to Delano still. Yeah, he does that a lot too. So like he did that a lot with Boston, he did that a lot with the Magic, and just having a guy like Mitch who could just be that. You not on the road, you have to account for a demon like Mitch in the air when he's healthy. It's gonna open up the game. So yeah, with Fournier, I don't see him averaging say 20 points, 20-some points like that.
But 14 to 16, I think.
Yeah, I think like anywhere from it could be anywhere from 16 to 18. Just how well the ball moves around. He should be getting a lot of open shots.
Yep.
And then I think when you have Randall sitting too, not say Randall him and Randall can't fit, they can. But when you just have a lot more ball movement in the lineup, I think that if you had a lineup with say Obi, Rose, Fournier, Nerlens Noel, and then give me whatever, give me a RJ or something like that. I could see that lineup running a lot and him getting a lot of open opportunities off of the break or just off a simple ball movement. Nick G said Mitch probably won't catch lobs till Chris. I really don't think he should be playing until he's 100% healthy, as healthy as he can be. I think it's a mistake trying to give him heavy minutes now, but Mitch. I mean, Tibbs. Tibbs is a type of dude you could be missing half a limb and say, "Yo, coach, I'm ready," and he's just like, "Oh, I love that. Yeah, He's like this old like coach. He got to back away from that, man. Like it's not running through a wall is not always the smartest thing to do. Salute to 500.
By the way, Avery Bradley was just picked up off of waivers for the Lakers. I actually read that Steph and Draymond were actually mad that the Warriors waived him. They actually wanted him to stay.
Yeah, I sent that to you.
I saw it before that, but yeah, no, he sent it to me too, and it's like it's kind of weird that they didn't tell them that was gonna happen. kind of odd to me. I don't know why. This is a lot of stuff is gonna pop up right now because 5 and 6 p.m. This is like where all the stuff is gonna happen, the contracts, and all that. Next thing, let me see. Justin L says, Greenhouse is making good points. Even the way guards handle icing pick and roll is just more scoring aggressive than it used to be. Imagine Mark Price's numbers in the modern game. Everyone's saying 50, 40, 90 with a green light. The coolest salute. I see you. I haven't seen you here today. What's good? He says these guys are professionals. Why are people so obsessed with changing the positions they're supposed to play? They're trained to play more than one position. We weren't talking about the position. I think that's probably something that was discussed in the chat because he's just shooting our small forward, whatever way you want it to be done. Nick G says, nah, this ain't Tibbs. This is the Mets staff and Mitch. I think Mitch is thinking about his contract. Could be. It's a little bit of both, probably. To be honest.
He said, "Nah, this ain't Tibbs. This is the Met staff and Mitch." I think. Well, I put it when we talk about Mitch. Yeah, I think that he may. But again, Tom Thibodeau. If Tom Thibodeau, Tom Thibodeau has enough leverage right now, or enough say so. We can say, "Nah, we shut down Mitch until such and such." But again, he's one of those guys that look. Can you play? Can you play hurt? Okay, go out and play. Versus let me allow this guy to fully heal. So I think it's Tibbs as well too, who's doing that. And again, all the stars are not aligning properly, or I guess all the evil. I don't know how you put it, but all the stars are aligning for something bad because it's like, okay, Mitch needs a contract. You have on the far star, you got Ayton, then you got Tibbs, who's a type of just hungry coach. You got the playoffs on the horizon. It's just it's just I don't think. It's just not smart, man.
Greenhouse says, I think Mitch just wants to play money maybe, but he strikes me as someone who just wants to get out there and will shake his leg nervously until he can.
Oh, Brogdon signed an extension I didn't even realize.
Yep.
Yeah, he signed another 2-year, 45. So they can't even trade him for Simmons anymore. I saw a video of Simmons doing drills, but then they showed another video of them huddling up, but he literally quickly just left. I'm so
Bro,
lost.
I really think that he's going to the Spurs, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care, to be honest. It is what it is. He just need to leave. Airstreal says, who's your runner-up for MVP this year? We're gonna do prediction video. Live stream on Thursday. But I could give you the MVP. I think it's either gonna be Giannis or Curry, in my opinion. One or the other. That's who I think is gonna win MVP. And I think PG is gonna be in the top 5 voting for. I think he's gonna carry a lot this season. All right.
PG?
Next, PG. I think he's gonna carry the load this season. Pause. Because Kawhi is injured for basically the whole entire season, and I think he's gonna average like 27 points. I think he's gonna go off, and I think they're gonna get like the 6th seed in the West. D-Roz, I see you. What's good? Salute. The troll was in here. What's good, my guy? This dude is funny.
Oh, D-Roz?
Right. Yeah, nah, he's funny. So next person we're gonna go to is Kemba Walker.
Kemba.
Any of you want to go first, or?
Yeah, he's gonna struggle attacking the basket season, man. You saw it on the 2 plays. Now, one he got blocked by Gafford, but that old school Kemba driving into the help defender,
it's not working.
It's not working. Like, he can't throw his body. And then one thing that Kemba would like to do too is that, like, once he got a step on the big help defender, he would kind of throw his body back and then go for the N1 and get the contact, but still be able to leverage his body off of the defender to try to hit the shot to actually make it. And he can't do that. Like, his best weapon this season. Now, he did one. Well, he's done it before, but I pointed out on Twitter, he has to do the Steve Nash thing, right? You saw that little layup he had on the right. Forgot who was defending him. He has to do the Steve Nash, where he throws the ball up before it is expected, right, to kind of beat the defender on defense. And his best assets this year is going to be, again, shooting up the screens. Again, pick and roll is going to be his bread and butter this season. But defense, is going to be ugly. And then he got bullied by Aaron Holiday. And I'm not issuing on Aaron Holiday. I'm not at all. But
I don't know if that's one of those accounts, but what's good from New York? I don't know if it's – I don't think it is, but what's good?
Which one?
The one that I have popped up.
Oh, no,
Swag
Guffins is nice. He supports.
Is that? Oh, what's good? Salute.
He supports. He's a swag.
Yeah, no.
And
Nick
all
G
that,
says
all that helper defense stuff, I think is gonna take a hit because
that's my bad.
your help defense is a strength of it, but when you have to keep helping Kemba because he gets beat, like the first second that he has his ball handler in front of him, your defense is gonna become compromised. So I feel like Kemba, he's the weakest link on defense.
You
I
can't
just-
hide him on defense. Like, it's just gonna be so difficult. Like you're having like a second, third string PG looking like the next Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker on you. Like he dropped 25 points against you, and it was just so easy. Like Neto was using his fundamentals. He was getting like weird reverse layups and like just shots over him. I think it's gonna be really difficult to hide him on defense, and I think he's gonna struggle against every single guard. Like no matter who it is. Like we're gonna go into the Celtics preview in a little bit, but I think Marcus Smart is gonna smoke him. I just don't know a way that I mean Marcus Smart doesn't go too much into the paint, but he likes to shoot. He shoots mid ranges occasionally, but he's more of a 3-point shooter and he drives when he needs to. But I think he's really gonna abuse that matchup against Kemba.
Also, think about too, if he gets draped onto Schroeder at any point, right? They ever match up, then that's going to be an issue because Schroeder,
both of them are good defenders. They got 2 point guards that are good defenders.
As much as Schroeder's a head case, like just Schroeder being able to change pace off the dribble on Kemba is not going to be pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giannis can shoot now. He is definitely going. Yo, Giannis's form looks insane. I don't like it. Actually, looks like it flows so well now. I saw a side by side of his shot and Middleton's, and the form just looks so similar. And he's just running into threes now, like he doesn't have to have like so much distance now. Like it looks insane.
I see it in the regular. I saw that same breakdown, but you know what though, Middleton, because it's like Middleton brings it kind of centered.
Yeah, he puts it in his chest a little more. That's the difference
Giannis,
I think between theirs.
But
Giannis goes like he like goes right over his head, but it works because he's 6'11". He could do that. Like he could easily do that. There's not
like this.
You can't just
guard.
guard
At this point, you're just hoping that Giannis has enough. I think it's a confidence thing. But Giannis could be a 36% shooter from my side. Is this
no? I believe it too. I think he has like. It's not just the work ethic, but you see like the form is actually changing every single year. Like it's getting better. DSJ says if Paul George doesn't get hurt, I could see him being in the MVP situation. I do too. Nick G, okay, this is a question for IQ and Kemba. He says, do you think the rule change will be negative for IQ and Kemba? I think Guillermo kind of just said this about him, like throwing himself into like how he used to before. It's going to be a trouble for Kemba in the paint. And IQ is going to average a little less because he can't do that as well. But I don't know. IQ is an interesting one. I think IQ, he's gonna average about the same amount of points. I don't really see him going up, but I do see him shooting a higher percentage because he's not gonna have as much of a green light as he did last year. He's actually they're kind of changing him up so he doesn't force shots. Nick G has brought this up. You have to. Everyone has brought this up. He's looking a little more tight and he's not shooting the shots he's used to shooting. He's looking a little like annoyed about it, but he needs to go through this. We can't just have him chucking shots up. Because it's not going to help us out at the end of the day. We need high percentage shots. See, if IQ doesn't start hitting shots, flopping to get calls is the least of his worries. That's what Stephen Fox said.
Here's the thing with IQ. I mean, IQ has made a concerted effort to facilitate a lot better. Just the thing with him, to me, I just wish he gets that mid-range down. But I think IQ's smart enough that
I wish he does. Like you called it out. You called it out in the
offseason. Like his offensive burst kind of it fed into Andrew Shamet 4 years from Phoenix.
So they paying
Ooh.
No, the thing is to me though, I want to say is I don't blame the Suns for not paying him the max because Aiden literally said all he wants is the max and nothing less. That I don't blame them for that. If he just doesn't want to listen, but they said he's very unhappy.
Ground, bro. I'm pretty sure Sarver's probably trying to go cheapo route. Versus, look, when someone says my offer is this, because remember John Collins wanted the max. Remember that, right?
Yeah, because he was offered 90 mil and he neglected it, and then he got the max the next season.
What did he get? 100?
125 for 4. or 5. I don't remember. It was one or the other. It was a 4+1.
Nah, it was 5 years, 125. I'm pretty sure.
All right, so he got 25 per year.
Yeah, 5 years, 125.
Look at look
Bro,
at shit.
Landry
Yo,
Schmidt
his
is
name is.
not worth.
Bro, why are you saying it like that?
Schmidt is not worth 4 years, 43.
That's kind of Phoenix Suns. Oh, Grayson Allen has agreed to a 2-year, $20 million rookie extension. Grayson Allen, I think, is actually going to do pretty good for the Bucks. That's a good pickup. That's a good trade. Even though he's a menace, he was a menace in Duke, and he's a menace occasionally. He's a good 3-point shooter, and he actually helped out a lot. Especially in the play-in game versus the Warriors. He hit. You remember when we were reacting to it with Hinton? He made like 2 back-to-back clutch threes, and he really helped them get that win. Well, YL, my guy, what's good? Salute. Make sure to check for the love of the game. I think Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know if I'm getting it wrong, but just subscribe. Yeah, at 8:30 usually. So
Salute, World YL. Salute, bro.
Chaplo said you gotta adjust. That's what you gotta do. You gotta adjust. Yeah, they gotta adjust. Shatter will get a max off his offense against Kemba. I don't think Schroeder's gonna be in when Kemba is in. I think that's more gonna be D Rose. Okay, so this is a question for you, Guillermo. You could read it out.
Oh, sorry, Jimmy. Do you see his playing zone? No.
This dude just answered.
Nah, bro.
It feels like the team more completely changed with the addition. I'm gonna be honest. I never want to see us play zone. I'd rather not ever see that.
It's already a defense that kind of I won't say it plays a mix, but you have to help out and play areas.
We don't play a full-on man. We play like a
helper, right? So you'll have a guy like if they drive one side, you have say RJ's on the opposite side. He's gonna help defender who's coming out to help, and then he has to get back to his assignment, who's presumably in the corner. So it's not zone. And I even saw. I didn't want to say this in front of coach because he would have freaking exploded. But I saw like you saw them kind of play. They didn't play it to a T, but the way they formed it was kind of pack line-ish in the Wizards game in certain instances. So
this is funny.
Defense that kind of mixes it between playing areas and then playing the ball handler.
Yo, everyone's getting the max off of Kemba. Nah, yeah, I don't want to run the zone. I think we ran it a few times last year and it didn't really. I just don't want to go through that again. I'm gonna be honest. The real DSJ says Kemba Walker won't be affected by the rule change. IQ will. He'll shoot a lower percentage from the field. Personal opinion. I don't think he will just because, like, he went through in the preseason in the summer league where he was forcing up those shots and he saw he wasn't getting the calls, and you haven't seen it as much. So I don't really think he's gonna go for those more. I actually think that IQ is gonna shoot a higher percentage than last year from the field because he shot like 40 from the field and 39 from the 3. I think I'm hoping, just like Guillermo has been preaching this whole offseason in the summer, for IQ to get that mid-range shot. And we've seen it a few times. He's made a few. But I don't know. He's not really good at getting to it right now.
Yeah, it just hasn't been hit as much, but it doesn't look as bad. Like, I would love him to just do the step back.
Yeah, the Devils defense. Grayson Allen plays the Devils defense. It's going live tonight. I don't know. I've been cracking up since the comment on handing out max contracts because of Kemba. Yo, Kemba, man, I like Kemba. I think he's gonna have a good season, but bro, the defense is just gonna kill us. Like his side of the defense is gonna kill us. I don't really like. Do you know if anyone is gonna be able to hide him? Like, no. I really don't know.
Only if
he's on the side of RJ, maybe he can help out a little. But that's the only
player like Andre Roberson, then he's never gonna be in.
But that means that you probably have you're playing against a small backcourt where you have to. So say like you're playing against Portland and you're playing Dame and McCollum, and you have maybe McCollum on another side away from Dame, and Dame is doing action and he tries to get a cross country pass to McCollum in the corner. Then you have Kemba, who did a good job last season of resetting onto that assignment on the perimeter, but that's the only time I really see it because. What other he can't play any other shoot. He can't play on a 2-guard against 2 guards offensively if they're not, even 6'3" is too big. Pause. Whatever. Too
it's fine.
For
you get a pass.
So
Nah, but you see, the only way I kind of see him getting, like, only to a certain extent, getting hiding from the defense is like if you're playing like a guy that's De'Aaron Fox type, like someone that drives a little bit more and goes in that mid-range area because they don't have a center that really shoots. So if Mitch is in that paint and De'Aaron Fox is coming in, he could kind of help him out in the paint. De'Aaron Fox isn't the best three-point shooter. I think he's gonna get better this season, but he's more in that mid-range and inside area. So guys like that, he's gonna be able to vary slightly in certain aspects, but from that three-point line, he's not gonna be able to. He's just not gonna contest guys as much. Special shout out to Hinton. What's good, Hinton? Salute. Make sure to check out his soaps. You could ask Guillermo. Wrong side. Guillermo can vouch for him. Get soaps from him all the time. You make sure to check out his Twitter. Let him know if you want any, and he got a lot of different types. He makes it himself too. It's really good.
And Nipsey Blue are the best ones to me. Even I haven't had all of them, but Nipsey Blue and CBD.
Make sure to smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. We're going up right now. The season is about to start. I'm really excited. I know everyone's excited. Like this day is gonna go. I'm excited for basketball in general. Like the games tomorrow. Are you gonna do a play-by-play for any games that's not the Knicks, or are you gonna do it sometimes?
If I get past this week, bro, like I'm doing work right now, so I'm not.
I might do some play-by-play for some random teams. During the week, I'll see when. Yeah, you could hop on and we'll do it, and I'm gonna do the play-by-play because I know I'm gonna be a little delayed, so I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing. You know why, but yeah, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. Yo, I'm so excited for the season. Oh, the games tomorrow are gonna be fire. You got the Lakers versus the Warriors. I got Curry dropping 40. I think they're gonna win that game.
Bucks and Nets.
Bucks and Nets is gonna be very fun.
The biggest variable is gonna be if Jordan Poole's legit.
Bro, I think he's legit, bro.
You see, I'm gonna give Ethan credit.
Shots, I don't know. I think it's a catch and shoot guy and attack, but the way he's been like shooting off the dribble, just come like he's a baby Curry. I'm gonna give Ethan credit because he has been talking about him for a minute. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna play like he did in the preseason. I think. I think he's gonna but like it's because you're gonna have Wiggins getting more shots. I think they're just testing out Jordan Poole right now, see how he's doing off the dribble, just driving in because he's like a light player. He's small. He doesn't have too much strength or weight on him. He's like a silky, smooth guy. Pause, but he's very slithery to get into that rim. He has a few moves he got in that rim. He doesn't shoot too many mid ranges, but he's been hot from the three. I could say that. I think he'll average. Ethan, let me know what you think. I think he'll average like 12 to 15 points. I think that's the minimum, 12 points, maybe 11. And the max is like 15, 16. Because Clay is gonna come back. They said most likely in December or January. So let me remove this real quick. So I see you.
I look horrible right now. But my thing with Jordan Poole is though, right? If you watch his tape from Michigan and you could go back, he evaluates the floor really well, especially when it comes to pick and roll and two defenders collapsing him as a ball handler. So he fits the motion offense really well, especially when you have a prominent big hit. So I think he would actually work well with Wiseman. But
how long isn't Wiseman supposed to be out for like a few more months to heal from the meniscus?
I think it's like 2 to 3-ish. I like 2 to 3 weeks. I didn't see like anything big.
Just to know, you're funny. I am interested in purchasing a pause pass for the regular season games. Let me know if they come available. Maybe I'll get a giveaway going. The next show for that. It's really rare to get that. It's a hefty price. Henson said gonna miss the game tomorrow. That game is gonna be really fire. Quiet Money says Jordan Poole is better than I thought. I'm gonna be honest. I saw a little like Jordan Poole looked good to me like before. Like I saw something in him. But I saw a lot of hype of him before like any preseason games. Like I saw people saying that they thought that Jordan Poole was gonna take a big leap, and I was like a little confused. But I can see him getting that 12 to 16. But when Clay comes back, and they got their lineup of Curry, Wiggins, Draymond. I don't know who they're slotting in that 3. I don't know if they're gonna have Otto Porter in there, or I think they might have Otto Porter in there, and then Kevon Looney has actually saved them. He doesn't score that much, but Kevon Looney has actually saved them a good amount in the last few years that he's been there. Just no, that's funny. But Ethan, you want to participate in the thing? I'll let you know later. Guillermo's gonna participate. Had you guys
Participate in what?
So on Thursday, if you can you make like a Western and Eastern prediction for your seeds, and then the record for the Knicks, and you can have like your finals and like your MVP, Rookie of the Year, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I already got like the finals, like my awards. I already got that down.
All right, but you just send it to me, and I'm gonna put it on a PowerPoint, and I'm just gonna review what we all have on it. And Nick G,
Nick G. Me and Gmo talked about Jaden Noir last year.
We've been. I've been watching it too, and then they've been talking about him a lot too. I've watched him, and he's nice, but I don't know why he doesn't like. I understand why he doesn't get minutes, but he's actually like he's a sniper.
Nice.
He's a sniper.
He's like kind of inconsistent though, so I understand.
Look at his shot. He has like a tough, unblockable 3-point shot. Like the way he kind of like fades and like hitches his shot. Okay, I'm gonna mute. There's music outside, but you guys can talk.
Yeah, I actually like Jaden Noir a lot. I like Sandro Mamo too. So.
Sandro, man.
All right, I'm back now. Yeah, Noir been nice. He went off against us, and then in the Olympics. Yeah, Noir did pretty decent in the Olympics. I don't think he went. Did he go too crazy in the Olympics? I actually don't remember.
I didn't peep.
I didn't see either. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get those likes up. Kevon Looney saved Steph Curry from being heavily contested with his moving screen that the refs always miss. I just like Kevon Looney. Like he's not like the greatest center, but he knows where to get Curry like a solid pick so he gets more spacing. Curry is one of the best off-ball. I think he's the best off-ball mover in the league, and he sets screens for himself. And then Draymond, with the playmaker he is, him and Curry just have so much chemistry that you can't really like do anything about it. Oh, Guillermo, how you feel about this?
If Kyrie doesn't play, I think Shannon has be bro.
I can see that.
I said this on Twitter, and I got killed like, oh, that's not. I'm like, yo, bro.
You didn't say Rookie of the Year, but you said he's gonna score a lot. You said score a lot, but on poor efficiency.
No, but hold up, we had to talk about how Cam Thomas is gonna be the Kyrie replacement.
Yeah, we talked about that on Guillermo's show a few times.
Discussion about that.
Whoa, $65 million for Kevin Huerter.
How many years?
4 years. So that's 20.
That's kind of underpaid.
That's 21.
Wow.
No, I'm bugging. That's not 21.
No,
I was thinking of 3 years.
What did you say?
No, I was thinking of 3 years. Calm down.
I'm only joking.
Oh, that's 16. That's 16.
Yeah, that's like kind of an underpay.
Like
I could have seen her getting 20 mil on the open market.
Is that really an underpay?
I think it
You think
is.
there's an underpay?
No, that's
bro. He's a really underrated playmaker. He's a sniper. He's not that bad on defense. So
He's no 16, bro. 16.3 is good for him.
I could have seen him getting close to 90.
Issues with him and Green, because Green seems to need the ball in his hands a lot, and I don't know how that's gonna work with him and KPJ.
Wait, why are you saying KPJ and Green? Well, I said Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter.
Oh, Kevin Huerter. My bad. Why the hell? I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize. And KPJ was RJ.
KPJ is RJ's draft, so that's next year.
My bad.
Nah, you good.
Swing and miss.
He had 30 plus games on him.
What did he get? 16?
16 like 0.3. I think that's fair to him. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think that's fine. Oh yeah, in the last 30, yeah, all the contracts are about to start popping up.
Attack the basket a little bit, play a pick and roll.
He's a decent player. He's not bad. He cooked up against the Philly one game. He dropped like 20 something points.
In game 7 too.
Yeah, 27.
Every time he drops to the basket, right, he like makes it. It's like I feel like everybody like underestimates it. Like, oh crap, he could actually, because he's not like particularly fast or quick. It's just he's like smart and heady on the ball. Like he makes good off ball movements, and I don't know. Every time you just look, I'm like, how the hell this guy's attacking the basket like this? But
yeah, nah. Oh yeah, Kevin Looney is really good and helps shadow. I didn't really want Cam Thomas. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like
He didn't.
I don't
fit
want
our
to chuck
team,
with
though.
another chuck. It's just like
He didn't. He just didn't fit our team. I would have been
If you're
fine.
gonna
If
if
he,
you're gonna pick an undersized scorer like that, I would have taken Nashon.
you.
Damn you,
Alright, so-
IQ right now. IQ's my son.
no, I thought it was redundant to have him.
IQ
on
is your
IQ,
son?
but
Yeah. I've been called
Okay.
that.
Oh,
It
okay.
was redundant to have Nashon and IQ.
I know it is, but
Yeah.
Highland is.
Yeah, nah, Highland is nice. He still
Island
has-
got nice handles. He got a really nice handle.
Yeah,
Everyone
he's
said he
good.
has nice handle.
You know what?
And
When
now
you look
Murray's
at
gonna be
when
out.
you look at the guards that the Nuggets have, right? They're all just buckets, like him and the other dude.
Well, no,
Marcus
no,
Howard. Marcus Howard.
Yeah,
Marcus
Marcus Howard.
Howard.
Marcus
It's
Howard is a
cold.
bucket.
It's
Monte
cold.
Ellis.
Oh
Oh,
my
not
God.
Monte Ellis. Sorry, Monte Morris. Who's like a
Monte
heavy-
Morris.
Oh, I'm gonna move on to. I don't think. Do you want to talk about D Rose? I think D Rose we don't really have to because he's
D-Rose
just
is
playing how
D-Rose.
D Rose is playing.
We can discuss how D Rose chose
got
Tibbs to
married.
be his best
Congrats.
man at his wedding.
Yeah, that's funny. I love that. The congratulations to D Rose.
Yes. Sir.
Blessings to him and his family. And do you want to talk about the other Alec Burks? We don't have to talk about. You could say anything you want about Obi, Grimes, or Quickly, and the other rookies. Anything you have about them, if you are impressed or you're disappointed, and you think anyone is going to surprise us this year.
I think Grimes did. You know, he hit that open three in the lane. That's what we asked him to do, right? Like with Grimes, I don't think it's anything that's gonna wow you. I think it's just like him fulfilling his role on the team and hit some big shots or some solid shots last game. I still think for his defense, even didn't see as much. He has to be careful when he's in the game, when he's playing actual legit wings and guards, which may not be this year, maybe next year. Again, keep your feet on the ground. He falls too much for that. But overall, it's just like he is what he is. He's a 3-and-D type of player. He's solid. He still can't get no damn separation. I saw him reset the top of the key, and he does that patented trying to like cry my dogs. No one's falling for that, bro. Like just try to drive, get to your spot, and make the pass, make it, then maybe pop off the screen or whatever. Like, but other than that, I didn't really see anything crazy. Obi Toppin.
I think his defense looks a little better.
Who, Grimes?
No, Obi. I think his defense is
Obi?
looking a little better.
Yeah, I think
Not too much. I just think like he's not jumping too much now. Like he's kind of like a little bit more balanced because you remember last year versus Atlanta when, especially in the playoffs, Bogdanovich was at the top of the key or Gallinari, and he would jump late on the three, and then Tibbs would start yelling at him. He's looking a little better in those types of possessions and situations. He's not jumping as much and not jumping late.
I still don't know why Tibbs preaches jumping on closeout. That's one of the most idiotic things to me.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I can't hear
He
you.
said jumping on closeouts.
Jumping on closeouts. That's just idiotic to me.
Oh, this dude, you're about to get happy.
Yo, my son just
This dude, bro.
Now, oh my gosh, stop! Don't do that, Ethan. This guy.
Yeah, Guillermo put you on, bro.
Yo, he did not
Thank
put me
you.
on.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll put you on, man.
He
Same
did
thing.
not
I
put
put
me
Jaden
on.
Ivey. I put you on Jaden Ivey. Jaden Hardy, we both agreed on.
Huh?
I said I like Imani Bates. That's all I said. I like.
Oh, he's not
Imani
in this
Bates.
draft. Well, hold
Yeah,
on.
I know, he's in the
You
next
said
one.
Jaden
Dinosaur
Ivey.
arms, 6'9",
Hold on,
6'7" wingspan. What?
You said Jaden Ivey over Jaden Hardy.
No. I said Jaden.
Say both of them that you guys
Jaden.
like.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I do like Ivy a lot.
No, I didn't say Jaden Ivey over Hardy. I'm saying that we both mentioned Hardy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I like Hardy.
I just watched Chet, man. I'm not a fan of Chet. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he does well, but I just.
Well, hold
Chet
on.
doesn't look bad. He's just a little like he's slow. I know. I saw you tweet like they gotta hope he's like a KD type, like that. That's just like his form because he is built like him, but he's like, I don't know. He's weird. He's not bad at all, but you
There's
could
no
see
way
where a
you can
bust
hit
can
the ball.
happen. Pause. Like you could see
he
where
does
he
great
could
on
be a
his, like,
bust.
transitions. Like all his highlights are, a lot of his highlights are mostly in transitions. Like, are you giving that guy the ball? Like the NBA defense, I think it would be better than what we've seen in
Damn.
U19 game stuff. Like I just don't see Chet doing a lot of stuff he does, transition and bringing the ball up and then yamming it. Like I don't see that happening in NBA like that. And
Yeah.
KD, at least KD was a lot more explosive. Like Chet takes like long strides, like slow, but like if he gets leverage on you, then get yammed. But
I just saw like Bleacher Report posted. They said they have their MVP odds from FanDuel. They said Luka Doncic is plus 500, so they have him as the number one to get it. Then they got KD, Giannis, Embiid, Curry, Dame, LeBron, and Jokic. That's a little. I don't know how I feel about that. That's interesting. I think though Harden's gonna be in his Houston type of form this year. He's gonna take most of the ball control. No, well, I think he's gonna take more shots and control the ball a lot more. I think they'll be fine.
When they play everybody just play on the perimeter and just have Harden do that crap. And I don't think
no, like I'm not saying he's precisely gonna ISO a lot, but he's gonna handle the ball more instead of like passing it off to Kyrie.
He's not gonna handle the ball, but he was doing facilitating last year when they played those little games with Kyrie too. He was showing that.
Yeah, I know, but he's gonna do a lot more now, I think, and help KD get to his spots, and then KD does whatever he does. Like they have a lot of vets on that team. That they got during the offseason.
Right?
What happened?
Their bench is kind of weak, though, right?
They got Millsap, Aldridge, Cam Thomas. They have a mid like type of.
Millsap is old. Aldridge is coming back from retirement.
Still a good 3-point shooter, but he's old. Aldridge got some heart problems. Hopefully everything is good now because he got cleared. But yeah,
they do have the guy I wanted Kessler Edwards, but whatever.
They didn't even play him in preseason, bro. Like I got pissed at that.
Why'd you get pissed?
Because I like Kessler Edwards.
Yeah,
Kessler Edwards. Oh yeah, no. Obi's defense is improving, but that's what you get from a gym rat. He's always looking to improve and get coached. That's also another guy that coach said Tibbs said got a lot better than he was last year.
But that's what Nick was talking about. He said that he feels like, and I don't necessarily agree with the strategy, but he's drafting for a certain profile of a player. Like that's why, to me, I was like, yo, I'm not trying to go back and open any wounds, but it's like that's why I wasn't with the so-called drafting for a profile when you already have a decent enough culture. Like I would have loved a Josh Christopher, who again, there are things you have to tame and kind of control, but I think we had a strong enough culture where you don't have to draft another, quickly type of mentality in terms of work hard. He's maybe not have the highest upside, but he does, good in grinds. Because I'm telling you, Josh Christopher, he may not be rookie of the year.
No, he's not gonna be rookie of the year.
He's going to eat though if he gets missed.
He's gonna thinking he gets like. I think he'll probably get 50.
I'll give you this. He might be slightly inefficient, but you're gonna see the value. He might be a dude that they might have to trade. They might trade later. If everybody else develops, they might trade him later for a season.
I don't think they're gonna trade him. I think they're gonna keep him and Jalen. No, I'm saying that just because, like the Jalen Green and Josh Christopher duo, like it's from high school, like everyone, because they're not gonna be good for a little bit. They're gonna take time.
Who need the ball though, right? And
but he's gonna be that guy off the bench. I think he's probably gonna be like a 6-man for them.
And how many 6-man guys, when they're that young, be like, "Yo, I want to go off and start someplace, man. I love you guys, but I gotta go and get minutes someplace else."
No, I do not think Simonik will get any burn at all. I'm gonna be honest.
What 3-point ability? He
shoots like 28%.
That shoots 20%.
He shot 37% last season, but he's a low motor, very low motor. He had that.
Do you want to criticize his thing? Yo, Sherwin M hates Obi, bro. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't pop up and just start saying something. No, I don't. I mean, I think I don't know if they're precisely going to be better without Kyrie, but their injuries are going to be worrying. Whoa, no. Grimes is not going to be on the rookie team. Do you think Grimes will be on an all-rookie team?
No.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so. All right, so now it is time to transition over to the game on Wednesday. Juju also asked if you think any bold predictions for Wednesday's game. Well, we're about to talk about that right now.
They're bad.
The Knicks vs. Celtics season opener preview. The starting lineup, I'm pretty sure Brown is not going to play, right? And then Horford might play, right? Because I haven't heard much.
I think Horford's still questionable. Brown, I think, is out. Hold on, let me see.
Because I've been looking at Keith Smith, the Celtics guy. He hasn't said anything about it. So I really don't know if he's going to play or not.
Who?
Brown.
I think he's out, bro. He had COVID like 2 days ago.
Hey, Candy.
Protocols.
Yeah, Candy.
Yeah, he had protocol. But Horford too. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna play. I think Horford most likely won't play either. But I don't know, what is the starting lineup gonna look like? Because they said Robert Williams is suffering some knee soreness and injuries too, and then they're looking to get a big to help back up with that.
You take Nerlens, bro.
Yeah, no, I saw State tweet that he's like, let's get a first round pick for Nerlens. But Nerlens is literally going through the same exact problems with his knee. So no, that's not happening. But the centers, they're kind of going through the same situation as us. The centers are kind of injured right now. They're kind of situational right now. But they still have Enes Kanter too, which I just remembered. He's gonna kill in the paint, but his defense is horrible, just like everyone knows. I think Marcus Smart is gonna be the PG. I don't know if Dennis Schroeder is gonna start. It really depends. Do they start Dennis Schroeder and then put Marcus Smart at the 2? I don't know who their 3 would be. Would it be Romeo? Would Romeo Langford start in this scenario, and then they got Jason Tatum and then Robert Williams at the
We
center?
just have to be worried that they don't start Tremont Waters. Tremont Waters will kill Kemba.
No, they still have that
Nate-
to do with the braids, the freaking
Romeo Langford.
no. Tremont Waters, the short dude, that little energetic.
No, didn't they
still have him?
They have him still? Are you sure?
I think so.
I don't think. No, I think they don't have him anymore. I swear I saw that he's not on the team anymore. Robert Williams has to be a little too heavy. Can I get a quick over under for the Nets for games? The Nets with their big 3.
Oh no, he was.
I can't give you that. Yeah, he was waived. I saw he got
All
waived.
I'm saying, if he was still on the Celtics, he would kill Kemba right now.
Wait,
He wouldn't start though.
Ain't that the
Wait, are you talking about Carson Edwards?
Edwards? Thank you. The one with the
I think he should still be on the team.
He was insane in college.
Yeah, he was insane in college, and then I don't know what happened.
he killed us one game though.
Yeah, he killed a little. I don't know Kawhi money. I don't know how I can predict the next Nets big 3 how much they'll play. It all depends on Kyrie. I can't really give a prediction. DSJ says Enes Kanter is available. The Knicks are favored against the Celtics. I do. Okay, so what matchups do you think are going to be tough for us? I definitely think that Kemba matchup, no matter who's going to start, is going to be tough. I think Tatum, no matter what, is going to get his 24 to 26 at least. But other than that, I'm not really too worried about their lineups. They kind of, to me, they have a mid-level bench. They don't really have a crazy bench. I'm not too worried about their bench. I'm going to be honest. So, how do you feel about the Kemba versus Marcus Smart matchup?
Well, he's more Marcus Smart. He would probably live out a little bit more on the perimeter. He's like this catch shoot. I mean, he's solid, but in terms of attacking, maybe they might tell him to do a little bit more to challenge Kemba. I think it might be the other way on defense. He might get hounded, where Kemba on offense might struggle a little bit with a guy like Marcus Smart. I don't know. I don't know how that lineup will look. Now you have Tatum there, but I don't know how they're gonna operate the offense. I guess the only real star and slasher would be what at the guard would be Schroeder, but he wouldn't even Kemba wouldn't be draped on him. So
yeah, I don't think they're gonna have too much slashing going on with that lineup. Like Robert Williams, like he's in the paint, but he doesn't really like he puts up some floaters sometimes, but he doesn't really score around the paint. Like you don't see him posting up and going up for layups. Like if he gets an alley, he's gonna dunk it. If he's gonna just post someone up and just go for a heavy dunk, I think that's like the main thing we're gonna see from him. I don't really think we're gonna see too much posting up. So there's not really much slashing in that lineup, but there is a decent amount of shooting at the same time.
yeah, I Payne Pritchard shoots from outside. Yeah, I don't really see.
Naismith is gonna play also, and the backup Burks should be available because he was out for rest. So it's basically gonna be Burks versus Naismith and whoever they decide to put on, like quickly D Rose. I think we have the favorable matchup 100%. Justin L says if the ball is moving and guys are pulling the trigger, even if we start slow, then we're fine. Continuing to trust the offense when the shots don't fall early season will be key. Start slow, meaning we start cold in the game. The thing, okay, so
I can still see them using Randall to kind of draw it, like put him in the post to kind of draw defense in and use Kemba as a outside shooter. If Kemba struggles or if they feel like Marcus Smart is kind of dominating him. But I'm trying to think of like
I just don't know who their two is going to be to see like Evan Fournier's matchup. I think it might be Marcus Smart. They might start Marcus Smart and have Dennis Schroeder play the one. Even though I've been watching the preseason and Dennis Schroeder was off the bench when Marcus Smart was playing in the preseason, but when Marcus Smart didn't play, he started. So I'm kind of confused at their projected starting lineup. I don't really know how I could look at that. We need it. I don't know because I searched up. I don't know. But it's most likely going to be Marcus Smart, I think, playing that two or one they can interchange. Is Evan Fournier going to have trouble against him? Like he's going to have some trouble, but do you think his offense is going to come back from where he was struggling in the preseason? This is going to be that type of game where he's going to start to hit his shots.
If they set the screens, I mean, the screen game is strong enough on our end for Fournier where he's coming up those staggered screens and getting the ball in motion where he doesn't have to sit there and drive and wait for either someone to create the like. If it's bang bang in terms of motion for this team, then I think he could do fairly well because then who's the next guy who's stepping up? Like, I guess Robert, if you're talking about like help defense, if the big man to come in and step up, maybe that's an issue. But I don't. As long as they're setting the screens and giving Evan Fournier space, I don't see Marcus Smart being too much of an issue for him. Does Robert Williams defend the perimeter well?
I really don't think. I haven't seen him. Like I watched a good amount of Celtics games. I didn't see him defend the perimeter that well. The main part I saw him defend well was the interior, and he had games where he got a good amount of blocks, especially like in the playoffs when they played the Nets. He had like 8 or 7 blocks.
Yeah,
but he's like. He's gonna contest you in the interior. Like he could block you if you put up a lazy shot. I'm hoping Kemba and RJ don't put up some dumb shots, dumb layups without thinking it because he's definitely gonna stuff that if he sees it going up against him. So I hope they really take that into account. But I don't know. Him and Mitch are shaking up, so it's kind of like they're both gonna be a little injured at the same time. Like they're not fully in shape. But I don't know.
Starting tomorrow?
Yeah, I think he is. I think that's what they said. Hard will. What's good? Salute. Again, make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 35. We're at 32 right now. Subscribe. Turn that notification bell up. Yo, this draft is about to happen, so I'm excited, bro. I'm actually like mad excited for that.
You're not doing anything, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You got Curry. Yeah, the rest of the team's gonna be garbage, bro.
No, you know I'm not getting Curry because you didn't see what Coach was saying.
What'd you have, 5th?
I don't think. I don't think Coach. You saw what Coach was saying. I don't think he understands because he said I'm taking Curry dropping 50 over Luka getting triple doubles, even though I told him triple doubles. Yo, if Giannis or him drops to me, bro, I'm getting him. I don't care, bro. I hope he thinks like that, bro. I hope people are dumb in that. Yo,
hold up. What time's the draft again?
10 o'clock.
8. Oh, is that 10?
Can you take a freaking nap already, bro? Like this guy Ethan is so like discombobulated, man. Like, bro, get in the damn draft, bro.
Yeah, bro, come on. Like I'm on. I'm off 26 hours, bro. Come on.
You're doing a watch. You're streaming at 10.
I gotta set it up. I'll set up in like maybe an hour or so.
No, you're streaming it 2 at 10, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna do it at 10.
All right, bet.
All right, but yeah, continuing on. What did we say? The Robert Williams, right? The interior defense. Is that what we're saying?
Like, how does he play on the perimeter? Let me look it up. I don't know.
Ethan, do you watch a lot of Celtics games?
Yeah, Robert Williams is actually really good on the perimeter.
I think he's like decent, but I don't think he's the craziest.
He is because he's not overly big. He's like 6'9.5".
Yeah, he's looked decent to me. I don't think he's the craziest.
He's able to move really well, and he recovers really well.
So I'll just give you this. So for catch and shoots, he's actually poor.
I'm talking about defense.
But for most catch and shoots are from the outside, but the jump shot range is actually decent. So from long jump shots, he's good at 50, giving away 35.6%. from the field, and medium, which would be mid range, he gave up only 40.7%. So he's
So that's
solid.
like decent, right? Yeah, like what I
He's-
said, I guess decent. But in the interior, he's good in the interior.
yeah.
Justin L said we can get Boston from the perimeter. Yup, I agree. Justin L also said, "Are we streaming the draft? When is it again? If we can watch the draft, is going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern at Guillermo's channel. You already know you're a mod in there. No, so we will all be in there. I think there's gonna be a good. Coach is probably gonna be in there. I think he said, a good amount of people are gonna be in there. So make sure to check that out as well.
Sure.
Let's see the next matchup. I don't know. I think Randall is gonna guard Tatum and RJ is gonna guard Tatum. It's gonna be like kind of like interchangeable. So I don't know. I still don't know who that 3 is gonna be and that 2. Like I guess the 3 is probably gonna be Romeo Langford. I'm gonna guess. I would be surprised if they put Naismith into that starting lineup. I don't think they will. So I'm guessing Romeo Langford is gonna be that 3. RJ is gonna guard him or Randall. They're gonna interchange. How do you think those matchups are gonna work? Because in my personal opinion, I think Randall will get his 20 something. I think he'll do fine, but he's gonna give a. I don't know, like how much did Jason Tatum get when we played them last time? Was Randall guarding him? Because I don't really remember Randall guarding him too
Jason
much.
Tatum last time.
I really think that he didn't really guard him that much. I think RJ was guarding Jaylen Brown, and Tatum was probably against him. I really don't specifically remember,
So
but I think it's gonna be tough to guard him.
last time against us, he had 25 on 10 for 21 shooting, 3 for 9 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the stripe. He'd have 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 8 turnovers. Who the hell guarded him? Was it Bullock?
Oh yeah, I forgot Bullock was on the team. It was Bullock, Randall, and RJ. They were like interchanged because RJ was guarding between
He guarded
Tatum
Brown.
and Brown. He was mainly on Brown, but he was on Tatum sometimes. So I think
Yeah,
he was
Bullock
on him.
got Tatum.
Yeah, Bullock got Tatum.
And then when Boston went small, it was Randall and Tatum.
Yeah, drop in the chat who you think is gonna win that matchup. Who do you think is gonna do better, Tatum or Randall? I think that's I think Tatum is gonna do better. In my personal opinion, I think he's gonna score more, but I think that we're gonna end up winning that game. I do think it's a 50-50, but I just feel like we're gonna have the upper hand with the protocols they have and just like the lineup difference. I don't know. We're gonna have to get used to our lineup as well because we've looked sloppy at certain times as well. Our bench at certain times has gone scoreless for a few minutes. I think it was the last game, and they were kind of playing quicker than they even thought. There was a certain point where they were just chucking threes. I remember Kevin Knox shot a 3, Emmanuel quickly, Obi, they just couldn't hit a shot, and they were moving a little too fast. So I'm hoping they get a little more coordinated and play better defense because if the bench doesn't play good defense or at least decent defense, we're gonna be in trouble in that aspect.
Another thing too, I hope Kemba doesn't take this as a revenge game where he overshoots or takes some bad shots. Like pick the spots, man. But we've had some success. Remember when Portis played? What was it? Both the Bulls and the what was the team he did well against?
Whoa, Tatum for points, Randall for all around. I agree. How do you think the RJ versus Tatum? Because I think RJ is gonna actually guard him more than Randall is. So how do you think that matchup is gonna be? Do you think RJ will be able to contain him a little, make it difficult for his shots? How do you feel?
I think RJ could fare out well because Tatum. I mean, he's
not that fast.
As shifty as he's not as shifty as Brown. He loves that like dribble pull up, but he also likes the post up game, and he can be prone to shooting a lot or try to shoot out of funk. So I think that bodes well for RJ. And you don't really have like who's the other option besides say Schroeder, who's like that shifty type of player. You know
I really don't. I guess Peyton Pritchard, but that's off the bench, so I don't know. I really don't know, but I think I think Tatum is still gonna get his like 24, whatever his average, 24 to 27. I don't care, but I think he's gonna get around that. But I think RJ and Randall are gonna make it a little tough for him to actually get those off. I think they're gonna take the challenge. They're gonna not let him shoot a good percentage. Like I think he'll shoot like 40%, something like that. I hope that's what we captivate him at. I think RJ is gonna have a good game though too. He usually goes off against the Celtics, and I just feel like since Brown isn't there either, I think he's gonna have more an opportunity of scoring. And Woj just said that not Woj. Chris Haynes just said that Miles Bridges and the Hornets did not reach an agreement on a contract. So another restricted free agent, which is very interesting. That's interesting. Ethan, what do you think about the matchup?
Without Brown, I like it, but with Brown, I don't like it. I don't like when the Celtics will probably go small because they're probably gonna end up going small, and then that will leave Randall on Tatum and Tatum on Randall. Tatum's gonna destroy Randall, but I'm more comfortable with RJ on him. I still think Tatum's gonna get his 30, but I don't think it's gonna be extremely efficient. I can see.
You said you think he's gonna get 38. I remember you said that.
Oh yeah, I could easily see Tatum getting 38 easily.
I don't see
You know,
that.
Tatum likes it, and without Brown being there, he ends up like chucking sometimes. So
Yeah,
that's what I said. I can see him getting 30, but being inefficient. So I can easily see Schroeder starting. Sure, they have a Smart and Schroeder backcourt because they could just let Pritchard and Neesmith rock off the bench. So it's pretty much it.
I think RJ will make him uncomfortable. Especially when he tries to post up because he does a lot of post fades. And he loves getting in that mid range area. I think RJ is gonna with his length. I think he's gonna be able to affect that and contest it pretty well. I think Randall is gonna do what he always does. He's gonna have an all around game. He's still gonna score 20, get his 10 boards, a few assists. I don't think he's gonna average as many assists as he did last year. Because I think it's gonna be more evenly split against the starting unit, the guards and the forwards. But now we go into the predictions for the game. How do you think this game is gonna end? And let me know the prediction of the score if you have a score, and who do you think is going to be the best player on our team that day?
the best player?
Miles Bridges cuts very well. Yes, he
I
does.
think it might be.
I have Fournier.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be an RJ Randall game in terms of the best. I think Randall. I can see Rim not necessarily handling, but having his way with, or being effective against Williams, who is a good defender. But it won't necessarily just be scoring, right? I think that he'll be able to like draw the defenses enough to get somebody else stupidly trying to help double him up and get the passes out to guys on the outside. So you could expect easily like a 7 assist, 6 assist type of game from him. I think RJ. If he has,
I think he's going to be
Tatum on him. I don't like Tatum on RJ because Tatum is a good defender and he has long width.
good defender. I think against RJ he'll be because he's taller. He's going to have the advantage. But I don't think I think he's an average defender. I don't really see.
I think he's a great off ball defender. I think Tatum's a great off ball defender.
Yeah, but I'm talking about on ball. I don't think he's really a good on ball defender. I think he's decent.
I don't know about average, but I just think his length is like annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think his length is gonna bother RJ. But it depends if he's on him a lot. I don't think he will be. I think it's gonna be like split. Like he's gonna guard Randall and he's gonna guard RJ. Unless Brad Steve. No, it's not Brad. I forgot. Well, what's his name again?
Nia Long's.
I don't want to pronounce it wrong. So I can't.
I only know him as Nia Long.
Is it Udoka?
Yeah.
I think that's Udoka. Yeah, him. Udoka.
I don't know how he backed up.
All right, but I want to see if his game plan is for.
Because he's a ball player, man.
His game plan might be for Tatum not to guard Randall, so he doesn't have as much. He has more stamina to score because there's not really going to be another offensive threat. He might have Tatum guard more RJ than Randall, so they can force RJ to, like, they're gonna not be able to let RJ score. But is there a a certain score you have prediction for this game, and do you think we're gonna win?
It'll probably be like some like 110 to like 98.
You got us winning,
Yeah, that was
and
one.
you said RJ and Randall are gonna have good games.
I might take it back on RJ. I might have to go with like the four. Like I think it's gonna be like Randall, and then off the bench it'll be like Derrick Rose because like their bench, I don't think they have guys who kind of stop Derrick Rose's dribble, drive, penetration, kick out. I think he's gonna get a lot of
David
floaters.
Parker, my guy, was good, bro.
But I don't know. I think it's gonna be like Randall, then like spread out like Fournier shooting really well. I think Kemba. I think they're gonna like hype up Kemba. Like he can have a solid like first half where he's attacking, shooting off the drip, off the screen immediately, stuff like that. But I think Randall might have the best game out of everybody else. I just don't see nobody else like maybe Rose having a 20-point game alongside Randall.
Yeah,
Again, I gotta be like RJ has to, again. If he convinced me that his finishing at the rim, because then even if he gets past a guy like Tatum, you still have Robert Williams defending the paint. Like,
Ethan, what do you think?
David Parker.
I think it's gonna be low scoring. So like a 93-90 game. I got the Knicks winning, but yeah, I just think it's gonna be low scoring.
And
I
you
think
got
it's gonna be-
Evan Fournier, you said, as your
Yeah, I
best player in the game.
I could just see Fournier dropping a calm 20. I could see Randall getting his thing, but I could just see Fournier getting a calm 20.
Drop your predictions in the chat too, whatever.
Because the thing with
predictions you
RJ
got.
is though, right? Even if Williams is not playing, he'll get past the first level, but he'll get scared at Cancer. Like I could just easily see RJ get scared to take the ball up against Cancer.
I don't think he will be.
Against Cancer? Nah.
No, he won't be. I think he's gonna.
I just
They're gonna have a game plan if
Cancer-
they know
Cancer's-
Cancer. Everyone has a game plan against Cancer, bro.
Yeah. Was it pick on 00?
Yeah, bro. I personally think that we're gonna win 114-107. I think this is gonna be RJ's game. I think RJ's gonna have a good game. I think he's gonna be our highest score. And I think he's gonna do decent against Tatum.
Haduken, watch Ethan every game.
I'm not gonna say it every game. I just
Face
think this game that he's gonna do good.
I think
Again, I think he's gonna be the high. I just think he's gonna be the highest scorer of this game. I think he has the most opportunity to really, like, score. And I don't know. I really feel like he's gonna have a good game. And we're gonna talk about the Orlando games after, but I think that's gonna be like kind of split between people because I just think more people are gonna go off. But yeah, no, I think we're gonna win 114-107. That's my prediction. We're gonna start 1-0. Does anyone think we're gonna lose? I still think it's without Jaylen Brown, it's like 60-40. Chance we win.
His thing, like Tatum easily has the ability to have one of those just absurd games. You have to watch out for that, and then like you have to watch out for like smart hitting from outside and
Yeah, that's
floppy passes by us that like just allows them to get into the game. Like you've seen it by the Celtics. They just have one of those teams where it's like when Jaylen Brown or Tatum are missing, yeah, but again, I've seen Tatum carry a team on his back and get one of these absurd wins. So we just can't. You can't be slot. You can't take them for granted. Like Payne Pritchard can hit from outside. Schroeder, is Schroeder. Even Aaron Naismith, who again I know people say, "Oh, Aaron Naismith versus Vassell," but Aaron Naismith is another guy who can hit from outside, flush 3-4 threes, and you're looking up, and it's a fourth quarter, and you're down by 10 with a team like that. So you just gotta be smart. You can't allow Tatum to try to shoot himself out the gym. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I think he's probably gonna shoot like 25 shots. He's gonna go crazy and shoot a lot of shots.
Give him 30 shots. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I don't care either. If he
I'm
scores,
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. Like that's the type of because Tatum, as good as he is, and I think he improved after that whole Kyrie trade, whatever. Not trade, but a Kyrie.
Yeah, he took his next step.
But he sometimes gets into that mode where he just overshoots. Thank God they don't have
like Kobe
Brown because Brown is so efficient. Like sometimes Brown, I think is like a reminder, like, yo, get it to Brown in the corner, let him drive baseline and finish and draw the fouls, control the game. Let Tatum try to be Kobe. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Kobe. He did learn under Kobe that one summer. Let him do that for this game.
Your point on me is 100%. That's funny. David Parker says 109-105 Knicks. I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be within 10.
He went in light. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, no, that's funny. So we went over the final thing I want to know is, what are you most worried about and what are you most confident about in this game, coming into this game?
I'm more confident about the offensive versatility that we could show against a team, especially a team like compromised like the Celtics, who don't have their second best player. Um, I am a little worried about the backcourt defense, and how that affects like everybody else. Um, it will be again the Celtics don't have many slashers like that, but we've struggled with them in the past. Obviously, last year's different because guys were hurt when we kind of dominated that first game. But yeah, and I'm also looking forward to RJ again. RJ take on the mantle of being one of the best defensive wing defenders in the league if he wants that mantle. Jason Tatum, even though I think Jason Tatum probably plays more into his strengths, I still think it's a nice barometer to see how much he's developed over the summer. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I think that, like, just like you said about that backcourt defense, I'm worried about that 100%. And I'm not like fully worried, but I'm partially worried about the defense on the bench, because if we do come upon let's say a Western Conference team, because the Western Conference team have more of stacked benches than the East. I'll say, like, let's say we go against the Warriors. Let's say we go against the Clippers, who have a pretty good bench. The Nuggets have a very deep bench. Like, those types of benches, I'm worried about our defense. I think we're gonna give up a good amount of points, and I'm hoping they get it down and they just communicate more. I know they have chemistry from prior time, but I need them to pick up that defense from what I've seen in the preseason, because it's looked a little worrying. I'm not saying they're gonna play bad defense, but it's just something that I'm worried about. But the thing with the backcourt defense that makes me confident is that if Jaylen Brown doesn't play, we don't have to worry about it as much. And it leaves Fournier and RJ to be able to score a little more without worrying about Jaylen Brown, who's a good two-way defender in the league. He's starting to become one of the higher up as a two-way defender. I would say, like, last year he picked it up.
I'll say,
and that it's good that he's
I'll
like,
say he's probably top 10.
like, if he's not here. Yeah, I would say top 10 too. I agree. He could definitely get into that top 5. No, I don't think he could get in that top 5. It would take him a little more than that.
Jaylen Brown, top 5 defender in the league.
He could get to like top 8 this season, top 7, because you got PG is always gonna be a good one. Jimmy Butler, guys like that. Eli Am, what's good? I see you. Salute.
Yo, Chuck is kind of pissed. He said,
What did he say?
"Why is the draft so late?" See, this is I tell everybody about.
Bro, we told everyone the time.
Oh my gosh, man!
They say that.
You want to try to make it for 9 for Chuck?
I could make it to 9, I think. Naruto Goku.
I haven't set up the show yet, so if you can make it to 9.
But the thing is, everyone has to agree on it. So type it in the chat to see if everyone agrees. Because I can't just do it because everyone, like, we told everyone.
Everybody probably already has a set for 10.
It's so, and then people, when you talk to me, they don't respond. I'm like, yo, dogs, please respond now.
Get ready.
We got 3 days to the effing draft. Like,
yo,
I fucked everybody, and then
bro,
he said, get ready to hear Clyde say the Matador defense. Yeah, it's still gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be a good test for us.
Bro, everybody probably has it set for 10. So if we do it at 9, they're just gonna be bugged out.
Yeah.
Like,
yo, smash that like button. We're about to hit 40 likes. Subscribe. I mean, we've been going up. We're chilling, but my next goal is 200, of course. I appreciate you guys for showing support, because you guys subbed up like pretty quick. So shout out to you guys. Turn that notification bell on. Once again, we'll be with Guillermo. Do you think they're gonna agree on 9? Because I'm fine with 9, but I don't know.
I'm sending it right now, bro. I'm sending it right now. I gotta be right. I gotta take a leak, but
all right. But I gotta take a leak. You're not from the UK, bro. Stop.
Hold on. Where is he?
You could talk about whatever you want. You gotta get more time.
Is he sending a chat to everyone?
Yeah, no, that's a chat to everyone.
That's mad work.
Wait, is he actually? Oh, there's no way he is. Wait, I'm gonna. Oh no, he sent it in the group.
What? Bro, if we change it to Chuck, bro.
Anyone in the chat, drop questions that you have about the game or anything about players, and we'll answer it. Go through your questions. This is the time for you guys. Say whatever you need. We still got 19 people in here. Don't be scared to talk. Everyone is welcome, no matter who you are. We don't judge anything here. You already know that. We're having a good show. We're at 2:10 right now. After I get off here, I got like one thing to do for homework. It's gonna be mad light, so I'm gonna do that. Staffa Don, you did a great job yesterday hosting. I want you to know that. That's the first time I even saw your face, and I think you did a really good job. You got a good. You're good at hosting, bro. I'm gonna give you that. Salute to you, bro. If you want the link, anyone in the chat want a link to come up for a little, just let me know. I'll drop it right now. I like this trio right here. You already know. You got supposedly my twin, I guess. Ethan right here.
That's starting to get annoying, bro. I'm gonna need
I know.
Need to change my voice.
I had one of those in school too, where someone said I look like someone, and it was like the same thing. It was annoying, but I don't care about it anymore. I was annoyed before. I don't care. And then we got Guillermo right here, and you already know. We got the stats, we got the facts, and we're chatting about anything you want. You already know that. I'm gonna drop the link. Anyone want to join? Feel free to join. Ethan, let's go to a side note. Let's go a little away from the Knicks maybe, and talk about other NBA teams. What teams are you like excited to watch this season? And you think I'm gonna surprise people?
You already know the Warriors.
The Warriors. Besides the Warriors, no, you could talk about the Warriors. Go ahead, talk about the Warriors.
Okay, the Warriors.
Can you turn your cam on, by the way?
Okay,
hold on. No, I'm gonna move you up while he's there.
You're doing homework right now. All right.
Oh no, that's good. You fine if you can't. Don't worry.
No, I got it. So I got the Warriors. The Nets, I always watch the Nets. That's Kevin Durant. And it's like,
yeah, I try to watch mostly. I watch all the good teams 100%. And the worst teams, I watch a good amount of the games. I don't watch all of them, but I watch a good amount of the games because I open tabs of like every single game going on, and I just scroll through them and just watch like that. That's what I love doing.
Intrigued by the Rockets.
You, bro.
Cavs.
Stay safe. Okay, can we talk about the Mavs? Can we talk about the Mavs real quick? Because that's actually an interesting one. Guillermo, we're kind of talking. I introduced the topic. We're going to
the teams you're excited for.
Yeah, no, not teams we're excited for, but like teams you think that are going to be interesting and you're going to have like fun to watch. Like it's going to be fun to watch.
I think Warriors going to be fun to watch. Like I said, I like the Rockets.
Oh yeah, no matter what, bro. Any team that has Curry is going to be fun to watch. Yo, Mo, what's good, Mo?
I think Charlotte's going to be fun to watch.
Yo, Charlotte's going to be fun to watch too, but I kind of want to talk about the Mavs. Like we're gonna do the seeding stuff like on Thursday, but the Mavs are a really interesting team. I don't know like what place they're gonna be at because they can go from anywhere from 5 to all the way to like 9, I would say, because there's just like teams are getting better. You can't slack off, and they didn't really get better this offseason at all, in my opinion.
I think Bullock fits what they want to do a lot better than
that's a hot take.
Richardson. If it's a lot better than Jason Richardson. Jason Richardson. What's the dude who's on the?
No, he was.
Yeah, Jason Richardson's on the. Oh, I forgot.
The dude on the Celtics.
You just reminded me. He's on the Celtics. He's gonna play the 2. Thank you so much. Yo, I'm not gonna. I was talking about him yesterday, and I just completely forgot. I'm glad we brought up the Mavs.
They cut Mark and Freeze's boy Tyrell Terry. So they cut him. They have our French Prince Frank.
French Prince.
They have
you're gonna do one bum Euro step and people are gonna go crazy for him. Oh my gosh, man. One highlight.
Yeah, I keep hearing people talk about how they can be this year's Phoenix. I don't see it.
Wait, who? The Mavs?
So Jason Kidd wants to basically put KP more in the offense or involve him more in the offense. Do you think?
Yeah, I heard that too. I read it.
Do you think that messes up? Because again, I think it was kind of some of his conjecture, whatnot, but they're stuck with that contract, so it might be him just saying that just to make everything.
They're gonna do the Kendrick Perkins, bro.
You see, the thing I want to say about that is that we know KP has been like bad last year. Like he was bad last year, but I actually seen this a few times in the preseason too, and I've seen like a whole like 5 to 10 minute clip of Luka just not passing it to KP when he's open, and him just like forcing shots. So I think Luka needs to trust him a little bit more. And I know Luka doesn't have like bad IQ. Like he has pretty good IQ, but with passing to KP, he really doesn't pass to him as much as he should be. I think with Jason Kidd, like I don't think he just said that. I think he's actually gonna initialize him into the offense a bit more. Their center, I think is he still gonna play power forward? They said, or is he gonna play center? Oh no, they're gonna let Powell probably play center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't Powell undersized as hell too?
yeah, he's like
They're going
6'9".
to use him as a role man.
Yeah,
He can't.
yeah, he's too good to be in the corner. He's been on the top of the key. I've seen him a lot of times, and Luka hasn't passed it to him. I think Luka got to trust
What
him a
they're
little
going to
bit
do
more.
with KP, I can easily just see them do the Kendrick Perkins with him. You know, when like OKC had like Kendrick Perkins, they just like give the ball to him for the first 5 possessions, let him do whatever he wants, just so like he's in the middle of the game, just like he'll try on defense and he'll try to rebound. I think like that's what pretty much they're gonna do with KP. He'll be the main focus for the first 5 possessions or like the first half of the quarter, and then it's gonna be the Luka show.
He's actually, I don't know. I've seen Porzingis play a bit during the preseason. He's looking better than he did last season. I could say that he doesn't look like scared, like he's not overthinking. I think he's gonna have a good season this year. I just think that 1 year has to be taken after that ACL injury. And just like Jaren Jackson Jr., I think they're both gonna transition back into hopefully their old selves. I think KP is gonna come back averaging. He averaged 20 last season, 20 and 9. I think he's gonna come back average like 23. But I don't know if they're gonna be one of those good teams that are gonna do good in the playoffs. Like you remember that first run they had against the Clippers where Luka got that step back game winner, and in the bubble Porzingis was averaging 30 points and he was like side bubble MVP. They need him to get to that type of level for them to really do something, in my opinion. In the playoffs, or just get into the playoffs in general, because there's just too many teams that are getting up to that level.
Do you think Luka would compromise and play off the ball to accommodate a guy like KP?
I don't know.
That's the whole point. He needs.
We have a special guest. Bam. We got Uncle Freezy.
Yo,
What's going on, Uncle Freezy?
Hey, everybody, how y'all?
Good.
We doing good. How you been?
Good. Man, Uncle Freezy and Legion of Knicks in the same place at the same time.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my goodness. How you doing, brother?
How you doing? I'm good, man.
Good.
We all doing
man.
work.
Good, man.
So we kind of talking about the Mavs right now at this point. Because we're talking about like exciting teams or teams that we think are going to be interesting this season, and
Right.
the Mavs are in a weird spot right now. I don't know if they're going to be good or they're going to be bad, because they could easily fall into that 9 spot because of how good the teams are in the West. What do you think? What do you think they're going to do this season? Do you think KP is going to come back into his former self, or do you just think they don't have enough firepower to really compete too much and go into a deep playoff run?
I think the Mavs are going to be good. I think Luka is a really good player. A really good player. And I think his impact on others and winning can't be understated because of how good a player he is.
This dude's a hipster.
Yeah, Uncle Fulio is crazy, bro.
Hipster.
Uncle Fulio is crazy. Uncle Fulio is a troll, I think, man. He just
That dude is 100% a troll, bro. Like I don't. This man says way too many troll trait scenarios, bro. I can't.
Man, no doubt. And I don't know why he hates RJ Barrett so much, but you know.
Yeah,
Uncle
he
Fulio,
definitely he got something. Bro, what are you? Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting team.
To your point though, I think I think Dallas is going to be really good, but I think I have this weird thought about the team, about the Dallases, the Phoenixes, the New Orleans of the world. In my heart, I believe that I believe that of course, my dog will go crazy.
Yeah, no, you go. My dog been wilding too recently. Yo, Big Shiesty, salute. Josh, aka Uncle Fuyo, what's good? Make sure to drop that like button. Let's get the likes.
Hey, make sure y'all, if y'all see a like button, beat it up.
Him and RJ got beat. They definitely do. But continue.
But I think I think there is a sniper on the grassy knoll in the Western Conference, and it's going to be to the detriment of the New Orleans, the Memphis, the Golden States, the Phoenixes, the Dallas Mavericks. I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be really, really, really good this season.
You said they're going to be like the 7th seed, you said, or
maybe like the 7th or 8th seed, somewhere in there. And for those teams that struggled to get to that point last season, I think the fact that Minnesota is going to jump into the mix, and this is just me projecting forward. This is me thinking about how good they could be with a healthy D'Angelo Russell, with a healthy Anthony Edwards, with a healthy Karl-Anthony Towns, with finally having backcourt defense with Pat Bev. I think, and plus, I think it's Chris Finch is his name, the coach.
I actually don't even know.
Yeah, it's Chris Finch.
Yeah. I think Chris Finch is gonna be. I think he's a young up and coming guy. That's the guy they got from Toronto's bench, right?
Yeah, they got him from Toronto.
Yeah, I think Chris Finch is gonna turn them into something special eventually. But I think the turn starts this season. And because what people would like, give you an example. Last year, the Minnesota Timberwolves swept the Utah Jazz, right? And while that doesn't seem like much, it just seems like, nothing just off the cuff. But the Utah Jazz was a great, great team last season. You know what I'm saying? And
good, C-Mac.
And the fact that Minnesota knocked them off, and Minnesota had injuries, it just gives you a preview in how good Minnesota can be if given a full offseason with their coach, a full training camp with this new coach. You know what I'm saying? And the development, that's if you believe in how good Karl-Anthony Towns can be, how good D'Angelo Russell can be, and how good Anthony Edwards can be, and then how good they all can be all together.
You see, I know you said this like a few months ago that you think that they're going to be a playoff team. Last year, they had Cat and protocols, and he had this whole situation like in his personal, he gets a pass off. He didn't play that much. D'Lo was injured basically most of the season. We know the situation with Malik Beasley. They were kind of tormented the whole last season, but I think this season is going to be interesting for them. I don't think it's going to be an easy battle to beat them this season at all. I think they're actually going to be a tough matchup against most teams. I think this season that they could be in the play-in. I think they could get that would be their next step from not making the playoffs at all. For Cat to want to stay there, or in case someone wants to get traded, they need to get into the play-in at least this season. And if they don't, that's not going to look good for them. And that's saying if they're healthy. I really hope they're healthy because I love D'Lo. I love watching D'Lo. I've been watching D'Lo for a while now. He went off on the Warriors, then he got traded back to that. He got traded to play with his best friend Cat,
right? And
now they got Anthony Edwards, who is going to continue obviously to get better. They got Jaden McDaniels, who's actually becoming a solid defender. I think he's going to continue to get better at his defense. He's starting to hit more threes at the same time as well. He's going to continue to get better slowly, but he's going to be kind of the defensive anchor in that starting lineup. And then along with that, you got your backup in your bench. You got Malik Beasley, who averaged 19 points last game. And he actually got basically the game winner against us last year in that close game that we sold. That was actually very sad last year.
Right.
But They have a pretty solid team in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah,
I
Alfred
actually
Payton
like.
gave that game away. Alfred Payton
Yeah,
gave that
Alfred
game
Payton definitely
away
did.
last season because we had in a tie game, Alfred Payton was turned around looking at their rim. Remember, he was at the top of the key.
Yeah,
Turned around
he was
looking
on
at
the
their rim.
right side and turned around, and then RJ
And then
kind of challenged it and went more to the right side, and then Malik got left open and made the three.
No. I'm talking about.
No, he's talking about the Anthony Edwards steal.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Anthony Edwards steal. When Anthony Edwards just picked his pocket, Anthony Edwards saw him dribbling, looking at the other rim for like 3 or 4 seconds. Like, if your rim is this way facing forward?
And then RJ got a dumb foul.
Why would you turn that? Yeah, right.
That was so annoying. It pissed me. Like, I don't know what he was thinking, because if you're gonna foul him like that, you got to make sure he misses the layup. Like, that was a pretty easy layup. There was no way. Like, he's much more athletic than RJ, and he should know that he's gonna make that layup.
I think he underestimated how strong Anthony Edwards is. I think.
Yeah, and he got bulkier too. Like like if he looks like he got taller too at the same time.
Wow.
He looks stronger and taller. I think they could definitely be a problem. But I think it's still gonna take them a few years. I think they got to get into the plan for now.
I think they definitely have to get big man depth. They definitely need big man depth, right? You know what I'm saying?
They don't got Willie anymore, right? They don't got Willie Hernangomez.
Yeah.
They still got Nas Reed, who I like though.
And they got Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I like Vanderbilt as well too.
I forgot about Nas Reed. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me scratch that from the record, because Nas Reed was balling last year towards the end of the season. So I want to scratch that part from the record, right? Because Nas Reed was balling. He looked like in some
Guillermo, I
games,
changed by the way the time for the draft.
Okay. What time did you change it to?
Are you in it too? You're in it, right?
Yeah.
It's at 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah, because Chuck B couldn't said to make it different because he wouldn't. It's too late. But yeah, it's changed now. So let everyone know.
Yeah, Nas Reed was always a weird case to me. Like his recruiting, his coming out, like he was the 8th prospect, and he decided to go to LSU. Out of
appreciate it.
Just dropped his value in total.
Right.
I think Hinton was a big fan of Nas Reed.
He talked about it a little. I remember. Damn, Mo just said they're the worst franchise in the league.
Yeah,
the worst franchise in the. Yeah, they are. With how many times they had to change their stuff. The worst team in the league, though. I'm gonna be honest.
The Kings.
No, not the Kings. It's gonna be
the Cavs.
The Cavs. Yeah, I think the Cavs or OKC. One of the
They're
others.
selling on my son.
No, not OKC. No.
You don't think so?
Selling on my son.
I think OKC is not going to be good.
OKC made the right pivot, bro. Like they had.
I'm saying the worst record though. I think they're gonna have.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying worst record. I think are gonna be like the Cavs and OKC. I think the Pistons are gonna have a little more, but they're all gonna be.
I could easily see Orlando being the worst team in the league.
Oh yeah, Orlando too. 100%.
Oh, wait a minute. Bro, you think Orlando's going to be the worst team in the league?
Yes, they're probably
you never know. They're way too young, and they have like a lot of injuries on that team.
Right,
despite the talent.
I don't want to face. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to face them after the All-Star break when dudes start coming back. Yeah, I hope the Knicks don't have games against them because.
Terrence Ross is still there. So the back-to-back we're going to have in that second game and that third game, I'm just hoping he doesn't go off, and then I think we're going to be fine.
Nah, Terrence Ross is going to have 2 points on 1 of 13. Then the next game he's going to drop 30 or the other way around.
I swear.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking about sneaking down to Orlando Friday.
You're going the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
The 22nd.
I've been talking to the missus about sneaking down.
That would be an interesting game to watch. Jalen Suggs.
Yeah,
they've been struggling. The rookies. I know Guillermo, that's your son. You've been watching it too. Like Jalen Suggs has been struggling in the preseason. Jalen Green has been struggling. They haven't looked too good. Trey Murphy has been doing good. I like how Trey Murphy has been playing. He did really good against the Wolves.
Plays on the perimeter. His first game, he had like 5-6 threes, something like that.
Yeah, 21 points.
He went like 6 for 9. I was watching Cat because Cat like does Twitch. I forgot. I saw him react to the game. And he was talking he likes Nickeil Alexander and Walker. He said, I mean, Trey Murphy was going off. He said, but I gotta give credit to Josh Giddey because I said that he was like he's been looking pretty decent.
Lord.
Guillermo, I'm saying who's been playing decent as the rookies. He was playing
I'm
pretty
waiting
decent.
for the regular season. I ain't putting no credit.
I don't think he's gonna be the craziest, but he's been looking decent. If I'm being
Josh
honest.
Giddey in the regular season. He has looked okay though, but
Yo,
he's
Mark
looked
has a
okay.
weird obsession with OKC. Like he's obsessed with Giddey. He loves Poku. I like Poku, but
They got
he constantly posts.
Have
like,
you been
Poku
watching Mobley?
highlights.
Mobley has looked decent. He's looked better.
Yeah, that's my son. I just worried about the Cavs sabotaging him. I love Mobley.
Yo, I still can't believe they have 3 or 4
I
big
said
men on
before
that
the
roster,
draft,
bro.
I
That's
would've taken him
trash.
number one. I did not care.
Mobley's gonna be an absolute beast once he gets like proper,
Right.
gets a little bit more muscle in his body. He's gonna be a scary player to me. And I mean, all the scouts have been talking. They've been talking about like some scouts say he could play the 3, which I'm like, all right, you guys are.
Whoa,
bugging out.
no hell. They think he's
Well,
about to play like Jonathan Isaac. No, it's
I
not
just
gonna
think
happen.
that like if you have
Jonathan
that,
Isaac is another one too. I like Jonathan Isaac a lot, bro. Like
Right.
he's a solid. Like
Yeah, don't even get started. I think everyone here likes Jonathan Isaac.
yeah, I think we will do.
Yeah, I like him too.
My thing with Mobley though is right. If you put him in a playoff series, say 2 years from now, you have a guard and you switch him onto a pick and roll. Mobley's probably gonna be a better defender than your point guard off a pick and roll. He's that fluid as a defender. It's insane how fluid he is. I would have taken him number 1. I said it before the draft. I'll say it again. I'll take him number 1.
What? Ethan.
Yeah,
I said it
nah.
on your channel.
Yeah, he said it like so many times.
I said on your
He
channel. I said Mobley
really
number
likes him. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm a bring in my guy Mo. What's good? You got played
Oh my gosh,
the
this
thing
guy,
on this side.
yo.
What's good?
Over here, yo. This wannabe over here, yo.
He's gonna be a scary
Man
player.
down under.
I mean, all the
You got the
Look
playback.
at him. Look at him.
So mute the
Oh, my
stream. Yeah,
Yeah,
you good.
yeah. You gotta mute it, bro. What are you doing? man?
Come on, Mo. Stop acting like a rookie, bro.
like a rookie, right?
How you doing, Mo?
Hey, Mo,
Chilling,
I was
man,
outside
chilling.
for 5 hours, bro. Where were you?
He's going to the game 2 on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah. Where
Wait,
were you?
when were you
Saturday?
balling? Gmo, what's up?
Yo, what's good, bro? I was out there Saturday for 5 hours dying, bro. Where were you, man?
Really? Oh man, you didn't text me. I gotta get a text.
You don't show up on Fridays anymore. I ride my bike through this.
I live uptown, man. I'm uptown.
You said you were gonna go
Want me
out
to
there.
come all the way to Brooklyn?
This look.
All
This
the way to
my
Brooklyn.
Yo, I used to take an hour every day to school from Brooklyn to 120 every day.
Yeah, man.
No excuse.
Yo, but look, I'm living in Harlem. It's hard, man. It's like I don't know when Gmo's gonna be there, so I'm not gonna be going there every day to play ball.
You said
waiting
you
for
go
Gmo
there
to come.
every Friday to play. I was like,
No,
all
no, no.
right,
Yeah, I'm going next time too. So
All right,
cold.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I'm
you gotta
pulling
set
up.
it up. You gotta set it up.
yeah, I already told him I'm going to Brooklyn Bridge. I got the train right here, so I'm gonna just.
Okay,
It's cold as
okay.
hell, man. I'm gonna
Y'all
take
going to
you
Brooklyn
home,
Bridge
bro,
just to
but-
see a bunch of people take pictures and act like they're playing ball for like
Okay,
15
bro.
minutes and leave.
Yeah, we're about to see the
Wow,
next
wait,
practice going
Why
on.
are you talking like that?
Bro, that's what happens at Brooklyn Bridge, bro.
Now, you know
Bunch
who's
of
actually
tourists.
out
No,
there
but
last
if
Saturday?
you really play ball, you can have a good time.
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm
know
just
who-
saying,
you
but
know
like
who's out there
when I
last
went there, bro,
Saturday?
I saw a bunch of people play there for 15 minutes, take a pic, and dip.
When I went there, I did not see that. There was just
Now, you
games going on. I
who's
don't know.
Actually, out there that people taking a pic. Who's that dude from what? Ball is Life? Or
Overtime Larry or something.
the big white dude?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's not no Bones Life dude. That's a YouTuber.
Wait, are you talking? No, because I saw him. Yeah, he posted a video on Brooklyn Bridge Park. Chris White. That's his name. I think that's who. Is he blonde and a big guy, tall guy?
Big guy. And he used to play on the team, and the dude kind of screwed him over.
Yes. Oh, you saw him.
Right?
Yo, that's funny.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
You're
I
talking
know who
about
you're
Nick
talking about.
Briz.
Yeah,
Nick
that
Briz.
he no like influencer. He's like a YouTuber.
Justin, no, yes, my catch and shoot is very strong. This is very true.
Yeah. No. The big, not Nick Briz, but the
Search up Chris White. That's his name. He made a. Yo, it's funny because he uploaded the video the same day you went, and I'm like, oh, he probably saw him. But I would have thought you would have seen because there should have been a big crowd.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to do it on one of the indoor, not indoor, but the ones under the tent, and he was like, "Oh, it's too much noise."
Yeah, look at the video. You'll see him there.
Hey, it's Chris White.
Oh yeah, and like
What's it
Kenny.
called?
Yeah, Chris WT is his YouTube. You'll see it.
Chris WT.
Chris WT.
Do you not see it? Literally pops up. Hadouken plays ball like Carlos. Bro, see maxed out, please. That's actually messed up.
What was the group he was part of? Chris WT.
Bro,
Um,
just
like
it was
a-
called
Mess
Savage
around,
Squad.
get Freezy on the court. I know you're a post player for sure. Like
This is gonna play like he plays in 2K, just posting a million times.
Yeah, man.
Bro, there's no way you can't. Oh, it's Chris WHC. My bad. You'll see it.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. WHC. Okay.
Yeah, WHC.
Yeah.
He's a YouTuber.
Nah, dude. I can. Hey, I ain't gonna. So I can jump a little bit, but bro, I do not have stamina nowadays.
Yeah, you're
You know
like
what I'm saying?
6'5" right? Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my stuff packed.
Yeah.
Oh,
You saw him.
no, I didn't. Okay, all right. So, well, I don't know when this was because I was there till night, and he wasn't playing on this side. But
But this was him, right? This is the guy.
the dude that like at 2 seconds, the black dude with the kind of afro. I played against this dude. He's nice. He's like a big dude, just dribbles mad hard and shoots threes.
Oh, is he the one with the chain on?
Yeah, with the shorts. Hold up, I didn't see these. What? They must have been there after I left because it was kind of dying out.
Yeah, I was gonna tell
remember
you,
that.
but I don't think there was any way you would know who any of these guys are because you don't watch that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
must have
recognize.
So
Because I watched
still.
it. That's all.
Hey, still Knicks fans ask if I ball. Not right now because I hurt my back. So I hurt my back doing something.
You and Guillermo both going through injuries.
Something. I hurt my back doing something stupid, bro. A dude was like, we was outside in the rain. It was pouring down rain, and we was trying to lift this heavy thing. And my man was like, "Yo, I'm going to go get the fork truck. I'll be right back." And I was like, "Yo, we don't need no fork truck. Move out of the way." And I tried to lift it, bro, and it was like.
Oh yeah, no, you did that to yourself.
8 hours later, I'm still in the emergency room. Like,
Yeah, no, you really did that to yourself. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
All right, go.
So I'm trying to get back in boxing condition. I want to start back.
Are you actually gonna box? I heard you say boxing. Are you trolling? Or are you actually gonna box?
No. I actually boxed for years. I boxed in the military, and then I got out.
No, that makes sense.
And gave it a break, and then I started boxing to pay the bills.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And then I stopped when my kids started getting basically when my kids were embarrassed, like, "Hey, that's your pops boxing at the Weed and Seed?" Yeah, that's him. And they would come home and be like, "Pops, you still," you know what I'm saying? So so I stopped, man. But I always loved it. So now that they're grown and stuff, I kind of want to get back into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Because the fitness aspect of it.
You lose a lot of weight boxing. I used to do it too. I used to do MMA when I was younger. Yeah, you get a lot of sweat. This Guillermo is just watching the video right now. I already know this is small.
Nah, because it's crazy. Because I played against the kids that.
Is it the red shorts?
Yeah, so yeah, he has like the whole red getup, whatever. But I played one dude. He hated.
He's nice. He's really nice. He
He
got hops too.
The guy playing with the do-rag and the face mask, he hates playing with me. But the dude with the crazy shorts, he's missing a shot. He's automatic. I don't know why.
Freezy could whip Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury right now. Yo.
Man.
They call the blowing steer the crazy right hand. All right, I'm gonna go back. Okay, off with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Another team. Well, what team do you think is gonna be surprising this year? Do you think any team besides the Timberwolves who you said? And Mo, I actually want to ask, why do you think the Warriors are going to be in the play-in? Do you really think they're going to be in the play-in?
I feel like they're not as good as we think they are. They're not as deep as like those old Warriors teams.
No.
Like that bench. Who's really coming off the bench to provide like a spell for like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry? Like who's really coming? Like Jordan Poole? Do you believe in what he did this preseason? Really?
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna go off as much, but Ethan is gonna go off on you right now.
I've been on Jordan Poole since Michigan.
Yeah.
He always showed flashes of what
he's
finally putting it together, and he doesn't look built, right? But he's in that Bradley Beal type of form where they don't look built, but they're strong at the point of contact. So I feel like he's gonna give you a good 15 points per game this year.
Bro, it's
15?
Yeah, I think 12 to 15 is. I think 15 is his max he averages while Clay is out. But when Clay comes back, it's gonna drop down. But they still. The thing is, they got Moses Moody, who I think is gonna be decent if they play him. They got Otto Porter Jr., who has actually looked good. He's been hitting a lot of threes, a lot of shots, playing decent defense. They still have Bay Alicia,
yo,
who's
Klay
just a sniper
Thompson-
too.
Klay's not
Yeah.
gonna like come in and kill right away.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
It's been how long is
No,
it?
all my
It's been
I'm
two
I'm
years.
expecting a 60% Clay. My thing is I'm
He'll
resting
still
on,
average 20 though.
I'm resting on who I think's like probably the top 3 player in the game right now, which is Steph. So I'm up.
You know, Steph.
That's
In my
Steph.
opinion, he's gonna be top. Him or Giannis are gonna win MVP this year. That's my MVP choice for this year.
You
I
don't
think one
understand
of the
how
other.
crazy Steph went last year.
Yeah, Steph
Like,
won a
that
scoring title. I
February
won't be
was
surprised if he does it
insane.
again.
Wait, so like, what are we adding to what Steph did last year? 60% Clay. So how does that make a contender?
No,
We
but it's
got-
like
we got a
Clay
Jordan
has
Poole for a whole
to-
year,
has to
which is
condition too.
improved. I got Iggy back. I got Blazhinka and Otto Porter.
Wiggins is still 18 points per game score, and he has really good defense now. That he's
Yeah.
starting
Iggy's
to
also
pick
old,
up.
man. Oh, Iggy's,
You know-
Iggy's finished.
Yeah, Iggy's old. Iggy's off the bench too. He's old.
It ain't the
Wiggins-
first Warriors iteration of Iggy. It was a
Yeah, it's
shit.
not the same, but I think the Warriors will be decent. I don't think they'll be bad at all.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
so-
they could be like a 6-7 seed.
I think they'll be
If they could
15.
beat-
That's
if they could
that's
take,
for me.
if they could beat the Lakers in the season series, then I'll be
Scope here.
convinced that they can be an elite team in the West, man. Because as much as I'm not the biggest fan of the Lakers' so-called win this year, but they got too much size in that front court. And it's just I don't know how they're gonna gel because Westbrook is a head case, so Westbrook actually might be the key to the Warriors.
Yo, his
win.
IQ has looked so trash.
Yeah.
It has been bad. The thing is, Curry, they beat them the first time last year, just with Curry like going off. But you're expecting guys to get better, so they can actually play. But they added Westbrook, so it's gonna be tough for them to win. But I actually think they're gonna win tomorrow. That's my prediction. I think Curry's gonna drop 40. I think they're gonna beat the Lakers somehow. I think the Lakers just need time to play together because they just have looked off with chemistry. Like, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they do like the Heat did last year. The Heat started off bad, and then they started going on a win streak. The Lakers can go through the same type of thing, in my opinion, because learning how to play with Westbrook, and when you have a main ball handler like LeBron, it's just weird for them. Like there's literally a whole highlight reel from the preseason of Westbrook playing trash. Like for like 5 minutes. Like it's bad.
Right.
Like he was playing so bad. But they're probably gonna be the 1 or 2 seed no matter what.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're gonna be the 1 or 2 seed. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like 10, 15 games in the season, you'll see really if Russ Westbrook is going to be trash on the Lakers. Like I don't see that happening. I think he's going to figure it out.
I think it's gonna take him time though. Like you said, 10 to 15 games. I think he's gonna. He might still average his triple double. I don't know. I don't care. I don't think he should care.
It doesn't matter. I feel
He's gonna get normal stats. I think.
he needs
Yeah.
to
I think their boat is past, bro. I think the ship has sailed on them guys. I think in my opinion, I think the Lakers have to get out to a fast start before injuries and age catch up with them. You know what I'm saying? And because injuries will catch up to the historically, injuries always catch up to the Lakers. They have to, and to depend on Carmelo Anthony for your scoring punch. For
I'm not
scoring
gonna lie though. The thing I like, Melo is gonna be a good scoring punch off the bench. He's gonna be good for them off the bench scoring wise. His defense is obviously that has no defense.
They have
But-
a lot of scoring options.
Yeah, they have Malik Monk. People want him to start, but Malik Monk should come off the bench too, so he could score.
Right.
He could be like a 6-man. Like he could possibly be a 6-man of the year candidate if they put him on the bench because Taylor Horton Tucker is going to be out for 1+ months. That's going to take away scoring from the bench. And then you got 40% shooters with Wayne Ellington. You got Ken Bazemore is actually pretty decent. I like that pickup by them too.
Right.
They got
I like
the
them
centers they
getting-
needed too.
Yeah,
Dwight
and they have
Howard
a young point.
and-
They have Ayo too, right?
No, they waived him. I think.
Chicago. Wait, Ayo Dosunmu?
Oh no, Ayo is in the Bulls. He got drafted to his hometown.
No, he played for the Lakers, right?
No, Ayo is on the
It's for
Bulls.
Okay.
But you see, the Lakers got the centers they needed. They don't play well with Montrezl and Drummond. They barely play them. They got the centers they won a championship with, Dwight
Right.
and a DeAndre Jordan, who's kind of a similar type. The next team I want to talk about is the Bulls, because I'm hearing the Bulls are going to be the 4th seed. The Bulls are going to be the 5th. Like, what does everyone in the chat think too? Because I know Knicks fans, like, I think we deserve to have animosity against them just because people are their fans are talking like crazy against us in like the league. How do people feel about the Bulls, and do you think we're gonna have a better record than them?
Yo, that stuff is not gonna work. Like they got a lot of talented wing players. They've got a lot of like guys that are flashy or whatever, but they don't have like a defensive like identity. I don't like Lonzo Ball is probably the best defender in that like starting lineup. Like they got no rim protection. Is Wendell Carter's not there anymore?
But Patrick Williams, when he comes back, he's gonna help with that a little. He's injured right now, but that's their best defender. And then Lonzo is like I would say he's a above average point guard defender.
And then Zach LaVine, is he ready to take that leap? Like I think that's probably the biggest question, and I don't know if he's a number 1 guy. Maybe he's probably good enough to take him to like a 6th seed or something, or a 5th seed, but not much more than that. Like no first round exit or anything like that. I see that at all. So like it's just not. It's not. The Bulls are interesting, but like they're not. And I don't believe in Billy Donovan as a coach. Like when is he really led a team like anywhere in the league?
That's also not fair too. He had to play with Westbrook, who basically he was the team. Like you can't really when you have like those so-called franchise guys, you basically have to bend to their will and do what they want. And by the way, Patrick Williams actually struggled last season defense. I know he's supposed to be this defensive anchor, but teams' offensive ratings did 6 to 7 points better when he was on the court. So
yeah, don't forget about Caruso too.
So Caruso's gonna be, he's not gonna be getting. He's gonna be come off the bench, but Levine is not a good defender. Vucevic is not a plus defender.
He's okay. If he's in the paint, he's gonna give you a little trouble, but he's not all that.
He's okay. He's okay, like in terms of he's okay in that regard, but he's not like a plus defender. So I'm not scared about their front court per se. But they did rank like last season, they're like 11th to 12th in defense. Some person on Twitter put it on there, talking back and forth. And I checked, they're actually like 12th in defense, but they have what? You have DeRozan, who's not a good defender.
Yeah,
which is crazy. You would think that with how athletic he is, he's a good defender.
Their offense and pace is gonna be crazy though. That's what I think.
Bro, that doesn't mean nothing. If you don't got
I know, but I'm saying like compared to their defense, that's gonna be their upside, their pace, because they're just gonna be running everywhere. They're gonna have a Charlotte type of pace, because Charlotte moves really quick, just like they do. But I'm gonna be honest. I think they're gonna be like the 7th seed. I don't really see them being crazy good. I see them being
so you
decent.
think they're gonna knock off? You expecting them to knock off the Charlottes of the world?
Yeah, I don't think Charlotte is gonna make they're probably gonna be like the 10th seed. Okay. I don't think the Charlotte is really gonna make the playoffs, in my opinion. I think the best they'll do is 9 or 10. I don't think they're gonna get into that top 8.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I think. Do you think the Knicks are better than them?
Than who?
Than the Bulls? Like,
Yes.
do you think they'll?
Right now, yes, we are better.
Yes. The Bulls are in another tier, like a lower tier than the Knicks, maybe 1 or 2 below.
And just if I could just elaborate for like 30 seconds on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's not a question of do the Knicks have a more talented roster? Because if you go name by name, you may select the Bulls, because we don't have a Zach LaVine.
Oh yeah,
we don't have a DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, so we don't have an Alex Caruso coming off the bench for us. We don't have, there are certain things that we don't have that they do. But I believe Tom Thibodeau can outcoach most NBA coaches in every game. Like, I think the game plan and preparation and the what the team brings as a whole, is better than the sum of the parts. It's one of the reasons why I have the Knicks winning 50 plus games this year. It's not because we have 3 superstars that can come out and give you 50 every night, but because the Knicks defensive intensity every night can smother teams. Not on a nightly basis, not against one opponent, but when you say, for instance, you're a team coming in from out of town, you play Brooklyn one night and you're going up and down the floor against Brooklyn, and then the next night you're in MSG playing the Knicks, a team that wants to smother you, wants to get into a fist fight for 48 minutes. It can be overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? And I think when teams like the Bulls and the Hornets face that scenario where they go Philly, Brooklyn, New York, Boston, that stretch coming up the East Coast, I think the Knicks being in that mix will surprise some teams. It'll just be too much for some teams to handle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to? When you watched it last season, you were like, look, I'll give you an example. When you saw the Knicks go on that West Coast trip, where you saw the Knicks play Memphis, New Orleans, Dallas, that
The
whole
Suns, Clippers, Lakers, yeah.
You saw with Memphis, who we thought played hard every night. Memphis legit was giving up in that game. John Morant lost his cool. Their coach got kicked out the game. Remember the coach got kicked out the game?
And Ja also got kicked out.
The Knicks imposed on Memphis was too much for Memphis to handle. They were like, they're too physical for us. But Memphis is a physical team. Or they play athletic and physical. You know what I'm saying? Like they have guys like their young wing player. I forget the young wing players.
Dillon Brooks?
Yeah, guys like Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, Dillon Brooks is tough.
Yeah, those guys were like, man, these dudes are too physical. But bro, when we watch y'all play, y'all do the same thing to other teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was being like, he was pushing around. I remember he was pushing RJ a bit, and they had they're both Canadian. They play on the team together. They're like cool, but he was doing a little bit of pushing.
Yeah,
we're definitely mentally like a step or two ahead of like a lot of teams, and like we have like that toughness, and the fact that we stuck together, like everybody, mostly everyone re-signed, and like we just have that continuity. Like I am worried about like how it's gonna look differently, like in terms of mentality. Like
I mean, to be fair, in like that last year, we did lose our cool.
Without Reggie Bullock being there, like I am interested in seeing how that's gonna change the way because I thought we weren't even like tough enough last year. So I'm interested in seeing, like, I know we're tough in terms of like sticking with it mentally and like always like never giving up, always believing that we can, but like in terms of like physical, like going up against a team that's like really like, I don't know what team's like really physical in the league. Like we go up against like the Grizzlies again and
the Clippers,
I
would say are one of them.
Right.
I don't know if there's
like
I want many like pushy teams, to be honest.
Like I'm sad we dropped Amir Sims, to be honest, because like I really liked what he provided in terms of physicality down low and like just his defensive ability. Like I think
76ers too.
We're like missing that,
Hey, so the Amir Sims thing, I think it wasn't even a thing about who he was as a player. I think it was about team direction. Because bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, teams generally don't carry 4 rookies, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There was no way he was.
Yeah, and so it would have been an uphill climb for him and MJ Walker. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 3 rookies. Because this is a conversation I had with Sergeant Nicks, aka G-Man for life, right? So, and one of the deepest draft in years, and I want to troll Legion of Knicks real quick. So in the deepest in one of the deepest drafts in a long time, like and look, listen, I know y'all understand how much time I put in trying to educate Legion of Knicks about Jalen Suggs and Jalen Green. Y'all remember us being together a few times about me trying to bring him along. Like, bro, you can't just focus on the number 1 dude in this draft. You have to understand how good Jalen Green is. You have to understand how good Jalen Suggs is. Man, I almost made a video to put out to show Legion of Knicks how good he was. You know what I'm saying? I had to beg Legion of Knicks to watch Gonzaga games last year. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. But the thing, but even so, and I'm trolling. Of course, I know I'm trolling, like telling a corny joke or whatever. But my man even was telling people early on, like, this draft is one of the deepest drafts that you'll ever see. And teams that think conventionally, like, hey, I'm just gonna bring in one rookie and then bring in maybe another unsigned guy. You couldn't do that in this draft because the draft was so deep. And I was explaining to G-Man for Life that, bro, even the Knicks are gonna probably bring in like 3 or 4 rookies out of this class. And the Knicks generally don't do that. The Knicks generally do the opposite. They usually load up with vets. You know what I'm saying? That's just who we are historically, right? But even with that, though, it would have been a long shot for Amir Sims to stick. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the emergence of Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what we were getting from Jericho Sims at 58. And he impressed so much in workouts. And I guess in training camp too, that why would you keep an Amir Sims when you have a Jericho Sims? You know what I mean? And I know they don't play the same positions, but what I'm saying is how many rookies can one team have? You know what I'm saying? Without being in a rebuild.
I understand that, but like I feel like if Amir
you cut off.
And did have more experience, I definitely think that he would have made it. You hear me?
You cut off for like 5 seconds. So just repeat. Yeah, just repeat the last thing you said.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that, like, if he had more experience, he would have been like more of an option. I don't think Wayne Selden is somebody we want on the roster, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like Dwayne Bacon was better fit than him. I don't know. Like, I was a little confused. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They weren't gonna play, but
yeah, Dwayne Bacon's just a body, man. He's not.
He's decent.
I just wanted Josh Christopher, man. That's all it was.
I was begging.
And
I was begging for Josh Christopher. I was literally begging, like, on every mock draft I did, I always had to pick him.
That's why I knew that was gonna happen. It was too safe because it's like, okay, you pick Grimes, and I understand the whole character thing, but I think you had enough, especially for a team. You're gonna make now. Granted, the draft happened before all the acquisitions, like Fournier, and then Campbell and that stuff. But I would have taken a chance because I don't even think a rookie, your first rounder, given the fact you traded back, I don't think you're expecting to make a contribution anyway. I just felt like I watched Christopher. He had flaws to his game, but it's like, if you clean up like 3 things of his, like, that's easily a dynamic 20-point, 30-something% or 38% from the 3-point line, 46% at the line type of player. And when you're trying to move on from, if it's Fournier, if it's Kemba, or not Kemba, but Fournier, if you're trying to move up in that 2 position, I feel like he would have been a perfect replacement. But
yeah, I still can't believe that we traded with the Charlotte Hornets and we didn't try to get Bouknight.
Like, I don't think Bouknight was, because, look, Jordan, he has.
I hope we at least tried. I just hope we at least tried.
Bouknight, we may have. So it's like, I can't. When people are like, oh, the Knicks kept it, like, we don't know what these guys, the phone calls and stuff, and it's actually good we don't know, because that means that the front office is smart about being private. But these dudes may have been on the phone, and it seems like they were, because they took. I feel like I agree with Hinton. They took Grimes as a panic.
Yeah, safety.
Bouknight should be new. He plays like he's like, obviously he's from Brooklyn, but like everything about his games. But he's a perfect Michael Jordan like type, like dog mentality, of uber aggressive, of guard.
Would have been perfect next to RJ too.
It's just Jordan has his. Oh man!
I could say one thing about Jordan is that he makes good draft picks recently. He's been making good draft picks. Yeah, now.
Yeah.
PJ Washington, Miles Bridges, LaMelo. I mean, LaMelo was.
I thought Malik Monk was a great pick. He just
Malik Monk too. I guess
he just never put.
What's wrong with Quentin Grimes?
Oh,
Bro, don't get me started, bro.
I,
Just
I,
Mo,
I'm
Mo,
not
don't do
saying
that,
there's
bro.
something wrong with.
Yeah, you're in the we didn't want to draft Quentin Grimes
You could
situation
have
right
better
now.
pick than Quentin Grimes. He's
That's
so
like
good.
asking, what's wrong with having vanilla ice cream for dessert? Bro, with
Right.
all the other options out there, why would you take vanilla ice cream?
No, vanilla ice cream.
I'm not gonna lie, vanilla
You know
ice
what
cream
you
is
can
the
get-
best.
You know what you're gonna get
But
with
I
vanilla
understand
ice
what
cream.
you're trying to say.
That's the
I-
thing. You know what you're gonna get. You know
Bro,
you're
can
gonna
we-
get good shooting. You know you're gonna get some solid defense.
Mo,
Good shooting where? Good shooting where?
Josh Christopher is not like as good of
Yeah.
as solid of a bet as
Yeah.
Quentin Grimes.
man,
Not
and
true.
so he just
Hold
happened
on,
to
Mo,
he just
Mo,
happened to be
Mo.
3 years
Everything-
younger.
You already kill him.
You already
Kill
said
him.
he's
Hold
missing
on,
3
Mo.
things from his
Everything
game.
you seen from Quentin Grimes, you could have seen from Frank Ntilikina last year.
Oh,
Ooh.
What?
Everything you see from Quentin Grimes,
Frank
you could have
Ntilikina
seen
is
from
not a
Frank
volume
Ntilikina
shooter.
last year.
Quentin Grimes is a volume shooter. Like he could shoot.
Actually, Quentin Grimes shot. I mean, not Quentin Grimes.
He shot 2 for
Frank
9.
Ntilikina shot crazy percentage from the 3.
50%. like get out of here. Come on, man. Yo, I think Quentin Grimes is a good, like, I don't know. It's weird that he's been treated the way that he's been treated as a first round pick. Like,
No, yo,
like-
I'm telling you right now, so many of the fans love him, bro. It's a lot. Yeah,
I
I'm telling you, go into anyone's
People love
chat, they're
Bruce
literally
more than
calling him the
Quentin.
next coming, bro. I'm telling you right now. Go into Freezy's chat, go into Guillermo's chat. Literally everyone loves him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, and you can't even
As
say
a
anything.
Nick. As a Nick,
Did you were literally there in the morning. Everyone was praising Grimes, like,
I
oh,
love
he's gonna
Grimes
get
as
in
a
the
Nick.
rotation now. He's gonna get this, blah blah.
but
Like,
I didn't
no.
love him in the draft.
Dude
I
said
love
he's
Grimes
your
as a Nick,
following
but I didn't love him
people.
in the draft. Bro, if you're telling me that the Knicks should have passed on Josh Christopher to get Quentin Grimes, bro, I just can't. I just can't. Bro.
Josh Christopher just got intangibles that
You shouldn't have even passed on Jalen Johnson or Ty Jones.
Shouldn't even pass on Jalen Johnson.
Intangible.
Yeah.
Intangible.
should at least try to get Keon Johnson too while we were at it instead of getting a pick.
Yeah.
nah, I'm good.
See, my
Just
thing
a
is,
stash.
though,
Just a stash.
my thing is though, right? You have these 10 guys, but you're gonna play. You resigned Burks for a reason, so more than likely Grimes is gonna get no run this year. So I'd have picked a player with a higher ceiling because he's gonna be on the bench for the whole year. Grimes doesn't have that high of a ceiling, so if he sits on the bench the whole year, what is it gonna do for him?
Get over.
Grimes has plug and play abilities though.
But
Like,
he's not gonna play.
No, that's not. You don't know that. You don't know that. As like Burks didn't play that last preseason game. Grimes got significant minutes, so I don't think he's that far away from minutes at all.
Okay, but see, like, say he plays some games, right? I'd have been more confident in taking a dude who has a higher upside if he's just gonna play some games instead of playing all.
But this team is not about upside. I know like y'all see.
If we want to win a championship, we're gonna need players with upside.
Hey,
we're trying to win as many games as possible right now.
I disagree with you on that. This team it is about upside. Because think about this: the star of your team is 27. That's young in terms of NBA stars go, right? And the second best player or the second most important player is 21, right? And then the two guys after that, you have Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly, who were drafted last year. They're young. And then you drafted 3 more rookies this year, right? And you have a 4th overseas, right? And so while it doesn't seem like this team is not about,
I'd rather have
upside,
gotten BJ Boston over Rokas.
Yeah, no, don't do that, bro. Come on, man.
I'm doing that. I wanted to get him at that
I'm
pick.
doing that, bro. You know I don't like
Y'all
Rokas.
bugging, y'all bugging, bro.
I know you like Rokas, but I would have
spent
gotten BJ
2.5
Boston.
hours watching Rokas joke about his phone, and it was nothing. It was nothing like.
I'd rather on a playoff team have a player that's more prepared to fill in right now than somebody who's a project. That's all I'm saying.
Like, because Grimes is not a complete player. So coming out of high school, Grimes was supposed to be the bizarro D'Angelo Russell. Remember that?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a point guard.
Yeah, he was, but he couldn't get past anybody. He can't, blow past anybody. His court vision was questionable. I'll say that. I'm not gonna, and so I like Grimes as a Knick, bro. I like Grimes as a Knick, but the pick though, I would love to have had Kai Jones. To me, I would rather have had Kai Jones sit on the bench, like what Ethan said. You know what I'm saying? Because we know he needed time. And you could develop Kai Jones coming off your bench.
You got his
Grimes,
teammate.
come
You got
pause.
his teammate who's better.
I don't know. Do you think he's gonna get minutes? You think he's gonna get minutes?
I think Jericho's definitely gonna get minutes. Like
No, not Jericho.
Jericho.
Grimes.
Oh, Grimes, yeah.
I think Jericho's gonna get minutes because Noel is out, so I think he is gonna get minutes.
Right.
I mean, y'all realize that Jericho wouldn't even be on his team if Renz didn't have that issue with his agent in his contract, right?
Yeah, he didn't. I feel bad for him.
Wait, what are you talking
that
about?
was-
I actually don't
Because
know.
Ren's the 6'11" PG.
You think we really was gonna get Vrenz?
Bro, there was already reports out.
Yeah,
that
it was
the high
yeah.
second round pick.
Us OKC or ATL. Yeah. They said he had a really good workout with us, I think, something like that. And that we were actually thinking about drafting him with that 32nd pick.
So what happens to Renz? Does he can't come back into the draft?
There was something they had to like buy
It
him
was
out.
a contractual
It was
issue
some
where
whole thing like with Odysseys, something like that. He was like on contract or something, and they didn't want to buy him out.
Y'all still talking about Vrenz. Y'all love talking. I'm like, yo, this guy's Belgian league. What is it?
No, I didn't want him. I don't care.
It was like
It is-
it was a lot. It was a lot of Vrenz.
Yeah,
You got
I
Lucas
know.
Samanich though.
This year is the year of tweaking.
Big who shoots 29% from
Stars
three.
and final. Yo, make sure to drop a like if you haven't so far.
I think
Subscribe. Turn that notification bell on.
Definitely.
You don't
Turn
miss
it
I
up.
think we have enough upside on our roster. Like if
We
you
have a bunch of upside.
consider Jericho Sims, Lucas Samanich, Lucas
Sandwich.
like Lucas Samanich, baller.
Salmonic.
I
Salmonic.
think we got a lot.
If he had that much upside, he'd still be on the Spurs.
You know, he
Yeah.
literally just got drafted.
Nah, but I feel like I don't know. We see something in him. He's 21. He's got it. And I like his shooting ability. He's athletic too.
His 28% from the three.
Yeah, he's not a good shooter.
He can shoot.
He's got good shot form,
got a
but it
touch.
don't go
Like,
in.
Rokas
What's
is
said
the
to be-
best case scenario.
You got a motor problem,
Like,
apparently.
bootleg coin drops.
Shaman.
Salmon.
Yeah, and you know Tibbs love dudes with low motors. You know Tibbs love dudes with low motors, bro.
I'm surprised they picked him up, bro. I did not think they were gonna go anywhere near him. to be
I would
honest.
rather have given a shot to Sekou Doumbouya.
Yeah, me
Right.
too.
Yeah, I agree. But the Lakers.
Well, of
picked
course,
him.
the Lakers got him on a 2-way contract.
Right.
We
This
got
dude
him.
just got passed around so quick for no reason. I was so confused. Like the Pistons. He was 18. He was the youngest in the league, and then they barely gave him minutes for nothing. Like, I don't know why.
He talks about like attitude problems. He would come late to like practices. He had like issues with Dwayne Casey. So I think it was like a behavioral thing with
Really?
Yeah, maturity issue. Yep, that's it.
I don't know if you guys discussed it yet, but Aiden will be available. Sons of him. Yeah, I just read Brian Windhorst said that that Aiden wanted a 5-year max, but the owner said only 4 and 3, and then
Yeah,
they didn't decide. They can't get a contract now. They gotta wait
Yeah, I
for
just
later, and he's very unhappy.
I just watched the Woj video, and he's like,
Yeah, the
he
2-minute
wanted
video.
a 5-year 172. The Suns weren't willing to give him. They wanted to give him like a 4-year, like 130, I think, and that he wasn't up for that. And
Right.
basically, the thing was that Aiden's pissed.
Yeah, he's not worth the max either way. So I mean,
He's pissed,
Yeah.
and there's serious doubt that he might just like accept his qualifying offer and then become an unrestricted free agent.
to be honest, I think the Pistons are about to make a super team and just give him the max contract because they got money to throw. So I think Aiden, if anything, he's gonna just go to a team that's gonna give him the max, and a lot of bad teams can give him the max.
Bro, but he's got high upside in the intangible stuff you wish Biggs
Yeah,
had.
but why would you give him the max? Like, I understand that he's a good center, but it's like he's not worth the same as Luka, Trey.
No, I'm not saying that though. Dude, what I'm saying is this. What I'll say is this. If you have a pick and roll point guard, you would love to be able to play with a guy like that because one, he's a big that can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, right? That's rare, right? And then 2, he can catch the ball in traffic, right? That my man can legit catch a basketball in traffic. And how I can prove that point, if you
His
remember,
mid-range shot is also pretty. Like when he shoots, it is good.
yeah, you remember when we played the Suns in Phoenix. Remember how we iced their pick and roll and forced Chris Paul towards the wing after he turned the corner from the screen, and Chris Paul threw bounce passes through traffic to this dude, and he was catching it and finishing at the basket.
Yeah, he
right?
was cooking us.
And that's rare. That's rare because when we throw those passes to Taj or Nerlens Noel or Mitch, those balls get fumbled about. By the time they gather it, the defense is recovered. You know what I'm saying? This dude has legit high upside in terms of being a pick and roll man. And he's not a slouch on defense either. You know what I'm saying?
He's not a shooter. He's not a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I seen him take a 3. He started taking a few threes in the preseason. I actually expected him to shoot more threes because he can shoot a 3. He just doesn't shoot a 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Like not this year, but the year before he was like cash like from the mid range. But
Right.
you don't really see him shoot as much right now.
Right.
But if he does show that, I mean, since a lot of centers can't just do that, like he would show that he's worth the max, but I just don't think he's worth the max right now. I think he should just take a little less money and play with the team that literally just went to the finals. That's what Mikal Bridges did. They just signed Landry Shamet to a deal also. CP3 literally just signed the deal also like a few months ago. What's good, heck, Rizzo? I don't know what really the logic is. Is it just like, do you want to get all like a little less money? Like, I mean, the max is probably like 10, 15 mil that he's missing off of, or do you want to win at the same time while getting that much money? That's what he's stuck in between right now.
You have I would say to you this. If you feel like that's your franchise, if you feel like you're the future of the franchise, I feel like it's not even about that. It's about the respect that you get. You know what I'm saying? In terms of pecking order and things. Dudes be wanting to, when you're the number 1 pick and your team goes to the NBA Finals, you kind of feel like you contributed mightily to that.
Yeah, I know the way he feels. It's just like you can feel that, but like in the finals, he didn't do that good. I mean, he got stopped, but it's because Giannis is Giannis is just insane. But I just think that he needs to just calm down a little and just stay with the team, take a little less money. Like, you're still getting paid so much, and you're like, I'd rather get paid just a little less and be on a finals team.
Maximize your payday, young man.
So you would let's say the Pistons. Would you just go on a trash team?
If they offer me money, yeah, absolutely. Like I don't. What's about? It's not about loyalty. It's really not about loyalty.
No, it's not loyalty, but I'm saying winning.
That team's not gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
yeah,
I think that's the bet. I don't know.
If you're not gonna value me the way that I feel that I need to be valued, I'm gonna go elsewhere. That's just what it is.
I don't know what team though. Like, it got to be a random team, and that is gonna go for him if he really does become available, because they could be in a situation where after this year there's an offer sheet that they can't really match.
That's gonna happen. I think
is DeAndre Ayton a top 5 center in this league?
No.
See, that's the problem.
Well,
that's why Phoenix looks at.
That's what I'm saying.
Is Rudy Gobert a top 5 center in this league?
Let me see it.
No.
You got Jokic, Embiid, Cat.
Maybe so.
Gobert's a top 5.
Maybe so. Now that you say,
AD is a power forward, so I would say
AD's not a 5.
Vucevic is still there. Vucevic is better than.
He's not better than Gobert. I'd rather have Gobert than Vucevic.
Oh yeah, Gobert. Gobert is 4 probably, and then I would say Vucevic, and then you could have Aiden.
Right, and the reason why I asked that is because the Utah Jazz gave Rudy Gobert the max.
50 mil. That's still like the
max.
dumbest thing I think I've ever seen.
It's all about market demand. A lot of these guys aren't worth their contracts. Some of them.
It's just insane that they paid him that, bro. Like, that's actually psychotic.
Because
but
it's Utah. He's not going anywhere. Like he's
Yeah,
gonna go
You
elsewhere.
have to pay him that. Like
You have to. Yeah.
that's the point.
Boston has to overpay. Like, who wants to go to freaking Boston? You know what I mean, so
Yo, these teams are gonna be mad interesting, bro. I don't
Hold
know.
on, I didn't catch that. Did you guys say Rudy Gobert is a top 5 big?
No, we were
Center,
asking a
center.
question. We were
I think
asking
Center,
a
he is.
question.
not power
I think he
forward.
is, though.
Center.
He's a top
Not
five.
top 4.
Okay, so name the bigs after Embiid and Jokic.
Embiid,
Townsend,
Jokic, Cat,
Townsend, Adebayo.
Adebayo. Oh yeah, I forgot Adebayo is classified as a center, but he's. Would you say? I mean, I don't know. You probably rather have Adebayo if you're starting now, but I think he's probably about the
No,
same.
I'd rather have Bam straight up. He gives me more offensively.
Yeah,
and he
you
gives
could
me-
have. Yeah,
and
I
he
would say
gives me-
Bam. I forgot Bam plays center.
Then he gives me more defensive versatility. I could switch him out to
Might
wings.
have to
Bro.
agree with that.
I mean that just moves Rudy to 5 then, because I would say then it's Rudy, Vucevic, and then it could be Aiden.
Okay.
So he's like 7, which is not bad because it's hard. Like there's not really like that many good centers.
Gobert's
Right.
better than Aiden, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Power forwards is different because he doesn't play power forward. But I think like I don't know. He got to figure it out because Bagley too is another one who is gonna. I don't know what team he's gonna be on because they're definitely not signing him. Him and his father have literally wanted to leave that team since he's been drafted. Yeah, since he's been drafted.
Yeah.
And they made it really clear. And I don't know what team is gonna be there.
Bagley's not a center to me. He's like just like a
He's a power forward.
Soft ass powerful. Yeah.
yeah. He's a soft power forward.
It's crazy that they tried trading him for Sadiq Bey, and they just got declined right away. And Sadiq Bey is a rookie, and this dude was a second pick. I feel bad for him.
He's overrated, man. Like, so
I mean, to be
mean-
fair, if you listen to every single podcast, I was listening to some podcasts going back on the 2018 draft. Everybody was saying, "Yo, Sacramento's stupid if they're taking Bagley second over Luka."
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's gonna turn out like I hope not because the injuries are kicking in because he gotta adapt to shooting. He's gonna turn out like a Jaleel Okafor or Jabari Parker if he doesn't.
He's a better
He's
rapper
not-
than a basketball player.
Okay, that's Gobert's overrated. I mean, you can't play Gobert in certain situations under 3 minutes. And you just see that when, like, look at the Clippers. The Clippers played with Batum, which is like a 3. He could shoot. He's like stretching out. They play like 5 out. Yeah, Batum.
Yeah.
And this dude literally could not stay up with him. They could not play him in those last 3 minutes, and you're paying this dude $50 million.
Not to mention the 5 minutes that DeMarcus Cousins was in, he gave him business.
Yeah, he dropped like 11 in like 5 minutes. Like he was going off. Like he was actually wilding out. But Duke, what's good, Andrew? Salute. I'm probably gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. It's been a while already, and then I gotta get prepared for the draft. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jabari Parker just got released. I feel bad
I
for him.
want that.
From Boston, right?
Yeah, they're probably gonna. I thought they were gonna pick up Harry Giles.
I'm
Because
really surprised that they cut
What is so
Garrison.
great about Harry? Yo,
no, because they need a big. That's what I'm saying.
No, the high school mixtape phenom.
Yeah, he was nice in high school.
bro. Oh my gosh, he's so over in terms of potential. Like he's a quintessential potential guy, man. Probably even more than guys like Knox.
He's a
I
good
always talk about Harry
passer.
Giles. He hasn't done nothing.
I'm surprised they cut Garrison Matthews. I actually really like him.
Yeah.
Garrison Matthews.
That's a dude from is that the dude from Duke?
No, he's the dude who played for the Wizards last
Yeah,
year.
he was on the Wizards and he was making like tough threes against us.
Oh, the white dude.
Yeah,
Who am I
blonde hair.
thinking of Matthews who just got drafted from Duke.
Matthews.
Slow white dude, maybe not Duke. Let me see.
Matthews. I don't know no Matthews. I was Guillermo looking like 7 day. Okay,
What did he say? 7-day Adventist?
Wow.
that dude C-Mac is on your head, bro.
Actually, I
Wow.
don't at all. They're actually 7-day Adventist right there on near Atlantic Avenue. I don't look anything. You're thinking of Santa Maria. The people that fight when you
Stop.
go to school.
Mauritius.
Giles was a god in high school, but Yeah, back-to-back ACL. Yeah, he had tough injuries. His high school mistake was nasty.
Yeah.
Him and DSJ coming at for that draft, like their mixtapes were insane.
7.
So Duke, I know you're about to go, but I want to say this real quick before I get out of here.
Yeah, go
Bro,
ahead.
I'm having Dennis Smith Jr. withdrawals, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a guy that actually likes. I like DSJ, so I hope he does
Wow.
good.
I'm having. I'm looking at Kemba Walker, and I'm like, bro, DSJ.
DSJ had one good game and then played their score against the Warriors. Curry was torching him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just like Austin said. Yeah.
But who hadn't Curry?
But that happens. Yeah, but that happens. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When we play the Warriors, yo, I just hope Curry doesn't drop 50 when we play the Warriors.
Nah, because we'll put Quentin Grimes on him. Mo, we'll put Grimes on him, right, Mo?
There you go. Boom.
I'm not gonna lie. In
do.
most drafts I'm about to have, I'm drafting Quentin Grimes because he's the next MJ, according to a lot of fans.
Yo, I'm still like shocked over what Eddie's saying that he would bench it quickly for
Grime time, right? Grime time. Yeah, Brogdon got paid again. He's not being traded for Simmons anymore. Because he's not like there's a limit where you can trade now. So
I'll keep saying it. Ben Simmons is going to the Spurs, bro.
Yo, have we made calls about Ben Simmons?
Not in a minute. I haven't talked about Ben Simmons in a little bit.
I'm saying the front office.
Hopefully not.
Mo, what do you need Ben Simmons for? And you got Quentin Grimes. I mean, what's happening?
Okay, Freezer, you're going too far with this. This is not. I don't like Grimes.
It's Grime time.
Like Grimes. I'm just saying, like we gotta put some respect on his name. Like, it took
bro. You just said nah to Josh Christopher for Quentin Grimes. So I'm just assuming that Grimes is your answer to everything now.
Nah, but he can be an answer to a lot of things.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
No, he not as Grime time. Yeah, I don't know. I think Cal Bridges got
underpaid, bro.
No, I don't think he got underpaid. He was probably gonna get more, but I don't think he deserves that much.
His agent's an idiot. That's all I have to say.
He doesn't deserve 115 mil, bro. For 40.
He would have got it.
He would have got it, but I'm saying he didn't deserve it, so it's not.
I mean,
he just sold the bag.
Right now, that's probably the contract I'd give RJ based on ability, but RJ will probably get more.
RJ's getting over 100 mil.
Huh?
Haduken's not gonna.
RJ, hold up, Mo. You said RJ getting the max?
Give him the max. What are you talking about?
Hell no.
Look at Haduken.
What do you mean? Look at. Did you not hear what I said? I just said he's gonna get over 100.
Nah,
the max is 125. I think he's getting over.
No,
100.
the max for they're coming off a rookie contract is a 5-year 172. I'm not giving that to RJ.
Oh, that's
I don't
the max.
care what it is. Give him the money.
How did Luka get his 2-0?
Because he made the All-Star team,
All-NBA
and All-NBA.
Gotcha.
MPJ doesn't get that in SGA unless they do make the All-Star.
Yeah, MPJ and Shea's their contracts go up to $200 million if they make the All-Star team.
RJ better demand the max, and the Knicks better give it to him.
He don't deserve the max.
I'm not gonna lie. Coach Colorblock said that the Knicks might actually give him the max just because it will look good that they finally signed someone after so long. They gave him money. I think Randall left off money just so he gets a lot of money. So RJ gets a good
his
pay.
Current value right now, I'm not giving him more than a 4-year 105. But that's just what I see with him right now.
So Ethan, let me ask you this: would you trade? And just hear me out on this. Would you trade?
No,
just hear me out. Would you trade Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and Nerlens Noel for RJ Barrett if they were on separate teams?
Oh yeah, I do that.
Wait, say that again.
Would you trade?
That's not.
Wait, let him repeat.
So would you trade Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, and Nerlens Noel for RJ Barrett if RJ Barrett was on a different team?
In a heartbeat, but I'm not thinking about it this way.
But that salary altogether is $36 million. So you're saying so you're saying
we didn't pay Knox.
No, we didn't pay no. No,
ultimately.
So my thing is you have to look at if you're the Knicks front office, you have to start looking at the perception too. I understand these guys are penny pinchers. They're shrewd and frugal, and I get it. But at some point,
all day long, twice on Sunday.
yeah, you got to start looking at how players are looking at your franchise.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He might get the max just because
Yeah.
he's the highest pick since he went.
And D Coolest, I know you're saying how is RJ gonna get it over Randall, but the thing is, you always the way I would think
is your
first contract, it's not. I don't care if you don't take off money off your first contract because it's your first contract.
Right.
But so you get your bag, whatever. But the second one, I think Randall left off money so RJ can get his money and Mitch can get his money. That's what I think he did. That's the reason. In case some other free agent comes and we don't pay Mitch and we get someone else, like something like that. I think that's the reason. Randall could have probably got like 30 something. I don't know, like 30.
He should have got. That.
Randall should have got more. But I'm just saying, bro, if RJ doesn't improve his start and stop, his fluidity offensively, and his dribble, and if he's just
want him to get better in everything. I know.
He needs.
That's like his main problems that you just said. All three. You want him to get better.
This dude.
Yo, hold on.
No, I literally said
he has straight up problems with this. RJ's my most untouchable Nick though, but let me say this: he has problem with his shot. He takes the ball way too soon. He's not fluid on offense, and he still can't create his own shot. If he can't improve that over this year, there's no way.
Not that he can't create his own shot, but we haven't seen we have to wait for the regular season. We can't just say that for preseason.
Create his own shot, bro.
Well, we'll see if he is fluent enough during the regular season.
That's
why you have the season.
Yo, 18 a game.
He's not gonna let you slander his son.
On a number 4 seed.
I'm with Duke, bro. I'm with Duke.
Yeah, he gonna drop 30 against Ja too.
And then too, bro. Just imagine this.
You're gonna get him ejected again the second time in a row and clap in his face.
Right. And then plus,
Not trying to
can you imagine what the New York media
game in the playoffs while RJ averaged 14?
I don't care. They both lost. Guess what? They both lost 4-1. Guess what? They both lost 4-1.
Yeah, man.
Okay, and my boy,
it's impressive. It's impressive that he scored, but
my boy Ja dropped 44 points in a win while RJ Barrett wasn't on the floor during the win.
And that's the only win they got. RJ wasn't on the floor for the win. What are you talking about,
bro? In the last 6 minutes of the Knicks win against the Hawks, he wasn't on the floor. They closed the game. They closed the play. The lineup.
Oh, you mean the last 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Randall and Taj.
I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, that was one game.
But can y'all imagine the media circus that's going to be around if you're talking about strong arm and RJ Barrett? And RJ Barrett is one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
Strong arm and RJ Barrett. He's gonna get his money based on the perception. We want to seem like a new team, right? I'm just going off. When you break down RJ Barrett's game, he's a 3-and-D right now, and he doesn't for me anything else. I don't give him more than a 4-year 105 for that reason. He hasn't shown me enough improvement he could create his own shot. He's not fluid enough. He doesn't finish at the rim. He gets the rim so easily.
Yo, I need you to stop saying that because the season didn't even start. Why we literally all broke down that he needs to get better at the rim. We literally need to wait.
We're talking
we didn't see. You're talking as if that we look.
I said,
no, please, Ethan. There's 8 games
by the end of the season. I'll think about it. But right now, I said as of right now, I'm not giving him that.
Right,
sadly, you're not thinking about it. The front office is.
And Jalen Green's a bust. I could say Jalen Green's a bust. Yeah.
Hell
I mean, if we're going by what they look like right now and not what they look like in the future, then Jalen Green's a bust.
Yes, sir. Talk to him. Yes.
Now I'm talking about this is different.
No, I'm not saying that because I'm talking about this.
We're talking about contract status.
18
right now, I'm not giving
RJ right though. RJ Barrett has to get better at those things if he's gonna become.
But Guillermo, how many times did we talk about? No, but like he's saying, we talked about finishing so much about his acceleration, deceleration, his angles, and you posted so many videos, the clips on your Twitter about how he's getting a few angles right, and then there's just problems he has in certain other situations where he's rushing shots. But the thing is, we have to wait for the actual season to begin. That's where Wednesday comes in. Like we can't keep saying that. Like preseason is different. You don't try as hard as you do in the regular season. Like you'll actually see different moves.
Here's the thing, though. Even in the preseason,
it's 4 games.
It's not about you going hard. It's about you like you showing tweaks. Because again, like where else are you like? It's basically showing, okay, look what I can do. Like, look what I
Yo,
developed
this was
in the
fun.
summer, and you're trying to execute the things you learned from the summer. Like you going at different angles isn't you're trying 150 miles per hour. It's like, nah, you're trying new angles. Oh, this thing works. This thing works. It don't matter. It's like they already know that you're working these things. So I agree with Ethan in the sense of I didn't see it in the summer, and I'm a little concerned in that regard.
But you saw it in Olympic play.
Yeah, no, but the only thing you really saw in Olympic play,
He was creating his shot.
Was shooting off the dribble, but
Off
with
the
the Knicks, he's not going to be shooting threes off the dribble. And I'm not sure if Tom Thibodeau is going to allow him to have the ball that much in his hands to create for himself, right? So I think it's a little bit, and also start and stop. He still had issues in the Olympics, like finishing at the rim. He shot what?
From what?
Something percent, like
From what?
low 40% from the field, I believe, right?
No, the field he shot 55%. I think it was 55%.
He shot low, he shot low from three in the
Yeah, he shot low from three, but that's because he wasn't shooting good from three, and his free throw was like decent, but he was getting assists and he was getting rebounds. He averaged like 22 points, I don't know, something like that. Oh yeah, this is funny. I just want to read this because we were talking. GI said that Grimes they want Grimes eventually or Burks to eventually take Fournier's spot. And he said, I think Fournier will move to the bench organically. And I said organically we paid him $20 million for that. That was so it was so funny in the morning. But I think he'll be fine. But
Fournier will be fine, man.
Yeah, Grimes loves, bro.
Yeah, Fournier's salary is 20.
I ain't trying to hate on Grimes, man. God bless him.
RJ can't get the max if he's not the number one. Well, MPJ's not the number one, and he got the max.
Yeah.
Can't keep. We're not gonna be using that. John Collins got the max. John Collins is not the number one.
John Collins did not get the max.
He didn't. Yeah.
Yes, he got his max, the 125.
No, that's 5-year 125. He was eligible for more, bro.
Oh man,
Sure.
whatever. Potato. I guess. Let's see.
As long as it's not RJ.
Right.
What? Yo, you're actually.
So dude, what it's like what I was saying this morning. You can offer somebody a steak with RJ and chicken salad to be against RJ, and people will prefer chicken salad.
Yeah, Guillermo's an RJ hater. He likes
Really?
John Morant better.
Really?
We wanted John Morant out of the draft, but we were the people who like.
Yeah,
stuck
you guys. Yeah, you guys.
Struggles.
RJ and Randall. Nah, I'm trolling right now. RJ and Randall have the same issue. They have limited game going right, except for occasional jumper and can't play make that way. Good news is Fournier will operate. I'm not looking for Fournier to play make. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like his passing. I don't think he's really that good of a playmaker.
He's not that crazy.
People try to make it seem as if he's a good playmaker. My opinion, from what I've watched from him for a while, he's not.
He's feeding off of everybody else.
You talking about Fournier?
Yeah, Fournier. I don't like his play. RJ better than. Yeah, no. I literally said you could go to Freezy show. I literally said that John Morant is better than RJ right now, but it's not as crazy as people make it seem.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna just lie here and just say that RJ is better than him because he's not. They're better. They're like complete opposites because Ja's better at finishing. He has more athleticism. He's a better playmaker and he's a better finisher. Yeah. And then RJ is a better defender, rebounder, and he's a better shooter.
Yo,
so they're opposites.
This day is like taking forever to be over. Like I'm waiting.
Yeah, I've been awake for 28 hours now. It's very nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You the man, bro. Sleep is overrated.
Yeah, I don't sleep that much either.
I woke up for school and I heard and I saw this dude tweeting, yo, I still haven't gone to sleep yet, bro. I was like, I'm getting up for school now.
Yeah, nah.
It's like at 6:32.
Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn that notification bell on. Make sure to go to Freezy's channel. You probably already know. You're gonna be live tomorrow morning, right?
Yep. Next morning drive.
Gonna be live tomorrow morning. Next morning drive. You already know 8:45.
Yep.
We're gonna get on Guillermo's show for the draft. Oh, don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on Guillermo's
cool,
show at you said 9:30, right? You're gonna change it to 9:30.
You gotta change it. I haven't said.
No, I changed the draft. I'm saying your stream 9:30 is the draft. We're gonna be there at 9:30 for draft.
9:30 when it's gonna take from 9:30 to 10 to just make like 6 picks.
People better hurry the hell up, bro.
We changed it to Super Chuck.
The first few rounds shouldn't be that hard, man.
Let's do this. Lakers don't max. Wait, what? I don't know what you just said. Didn't RJ play against him? Who are we talking about? I don't even know what's happening. Ja was better than Donovan Mitchell last playoffs.
Nah.
No, he was.
He was
What?
better. He was better.
He scored 44 the game that Donovan Mitchell didn't play. That's all.
Y'all crazy talking about.
Nah, he was better.
Donovan Mitchell, in my opinion, is better than Booker and better than.
Yeah, he wasn't better than Donovan.
He's better than Booker and Zach LaVine. I think he's very underrated.
Donovan Mitchell's way better than Devin Booker. Like the conversation people have to put like Devin Booker in like the top tier with shooting.
Wait, does everyone here agree with that?
That Donovan Mitchell is better than Devin Booker?
Yeah, I think he's a very underrated shooting guard. I'd rather have him than Booker. I think he's better.
More like a guard.
That's the number one guy I want.
Was he 6'2", 6'1" at best?
6'1". He's listed as like 6'2", 6'1".
Yeah, he's 6'1", bro. He's just mad strong.
Yo, what's good, Chuck Allen? Salute, good to see you. Big Mike, you too. What's good? Sleep is the cousin of death. That's funny.
Sleep is overrated.
Yo, I don't even feel like we've been on for 3.5, bro. It doesn't even feel like
time flies, bro, on these joints, man.
Spider better than Booker and can defend. Yes, very true. His efficiency is the main problem with him, though. He just shoots a lot of shots, but that's also because the offense is surrounded by him and then the 3-point shooters in the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ethan, I want to ask you this real quick because I got to get out of here too, man. But
yeah, I'm about to.
So with this pick that we get from Charlotte, I feel like we're destined to get Ty Washington, right? Is now with that said, when you look back at the trade we made with Charlotte, right? And I guess in hindsight and revisionist history, was it worth passing up on Kai Jones in this draft to get an undersized point guard in next year's draft?
Hell no. I don't even think Ty's going to be good.
He's 6'3", though.
Okay.
I don't even know. I heard of him, but I really don't even know.
He's going to be the best point guard next year. I think that's probably going to be Kennedy Chandler.
This is the first.
Yeah, I really don't. I know a few people from the next draft, but I don't really care.
Getting that one pick was just a bailout move. We just panicked. We panicked.
Who's getting traded?
He's getting traded.
Who? That pick? Oh, yeah, it probably is.
I think we just panicked. I agreed with Hanson. I just think we panicked.
Yeah.
We just tried
me too.
So we have 2 first-round picks in the 2022 draft, right? So
yeah,
what
both of them are going to be like the 2018.
Wait, we do?
Yeah, we still have one. We have our own.
Yeah, we have one, and
we have the Hornets.
Yeah.
If it conveys.
It's not going to convey. They're not going to be. They're not going to be a top.
That's why we should trade it this year. We should trade it this year for a piece we need.
Yeah,
that pick is about to be trash.
I'm of the mindset right now. I'm trading for a point guard, a backcourt defense.
15 picks in the next 3 draft. Yeah, not nobody going anywhere. Yeah, I don't think so.
No, we need a wing, bro. We need a defender.
I'm down to get a big wing. It's just like
I'm fine with seeing how RJ does this year, and if we need to, we could get a shooting guard.
Like we could trade like Nerlens and the pick.
Nerlens and Fournier and a pick for a better shooting guard.
For I'll take Wiggins.
I wanted Wiggins actually, but he's
Trey Murphy, bro. I'm still
Trey Murphy. Yeah, Trey Murphy has been going off, bro. I love his shot. Trey Man hasn't really done much.
I think it's interesting. I think Donovan.
Davion Mitchell has looked nice.
Yeah, I think either Donovan or Cat is going to request a trade at the end of the season. One or the other.
No, I think Cat is going to stay until next season. I think he wants to finish it because they're going to get a full season with D'Lo. I think they're going to have a fun year. I'm going to watch them a lot.
Yeah.
I can see Donovan Mitchell requesting a trade out there because they brought in D-Wade for it. They legit only made D-Wade a part-time owner for Donovan Mitchell.
We might get that 2023 Charlotte pick thing. But yo, that pick is going to take like 5 years and then it's going to turn into 2 second-round picks. And I'm just going to look back at it and be like, whoa, good job, Leon Rose.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it wasn't really worth it. We got yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting. We have like 20 second-round picks in the next 2 years.
Yeah,
bro, what are we doing? Like, we might as well trade all those picks to try to get like and like both of first.
Right, and
get us Imani Bates, bro. Just draft Imani Bates.
And the odd thing is, if rookies can't play, if Quentin Grimes, if Mo's hero Quentin Grimes can't get on the floor right now, bro,
Crime time.
what are we gonna do with rookies next year? These dudes, I mean,
Really? Well,
It's
I
gonna-
like
it's gonna
Bonjoro. I
come.
like Bonjoro. He looked good the last like pre-opener.
In that practice thing they did.
Yeah, he looked good.
All right.
But that's just a practice. Chet, yeah.
Next year's draft is over.
People are worried about Chet. I don't like next year's draft.
Next year's draft.
Jaden Hardy.
Jaden Hardy is my number
Jaden
one.
Hardy. Jaden Ivy, right?
Wembanyama in this next one.
Who?
Wembanyama.
Nah, that's my dude though. He's in 2023.
next.
Oh, Victor.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, that's my dude.
If we
Isn't
could
it Jovic?
we could get that.
No, Jovic is this draft.
Yeah,
Yo, this draft is about to be like, not even. I don't even care.
yeah,
To be honest, but I feel like it's somehow like I feel like the drafts we don't care about are somehow going to surprise us. I feel
There's
like it might
always
surprise
someone
us.
who like we don't know right now who's gonna be.
Someone's gonna jump up somehow.
Jaden Ivy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I tell yo.
The Knicks need to sign Terrell Terry though. The Knicks need Terrell Terry in the worst way.
Yo, that's funny.
Tyrell Terry. The
Yeah.
Stanford
He
kid?
just got waived.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
What?
so many people loved him in the Knicks world.
Yo, I
Jonathan
can't wait to
Isaac
see-
needs to
The
get
next time I see Mark, I'm gonna just clown him about Tyrell Terry, bro.
y'all man TT. What happened to TT?
Peyton Watson.
Everyone was
JB.
going crazy about TT. What happened to TT? Jacob. Oh yeah, Jacob Toppin is mad athletic. That's all I know.
That family's got bunnies.
He got bunnies, but you know that's probably some Leon stuff getting him to go to Kentucky.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even know if he's good. I just know he has crazy
He
hops.
just got bunnies, bro. He don't got like.
He's like skinny though. Like he's not too tall. He's like skinny.
Yo, y'all
Yeah, I think
sleeping
so.
on,
Hey, Duke, you mind if I plug something real quick before I get out of here?
No, I don't mind at
I
all.
ju-
You
I ju-
already know. I don't care.
Yeah, I just want to
Everything
say,
is welcome.
So we got so we're doing a separate channel so that we can talk, so we can have just sports talk, bro. And so Anthony D and myself, we're gonna talk old school Jets on this new joint that we got. So I want to invite everybody to if you're a fan of the Calamity, which is the New York Jets, you know what I'm saying? I'm invite y'all over to talk it, because there are some things that have happened with this Jets organization, like Blair Thomas. I don't know if y'all remember Blair Thomas or not. How the quarterback search, how the Jets thumbed their nose at certain can't miss quarterback prospects to find a diamond in the rough, and the diamond in the rough they found, it was just a rock. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about, AD and myself, we're going to talk some boxing and some old school Jets. We'll probably do some old school Giants eventually, but right now old school Jets just seems like the most funny, the most entertaining, because of the crazy moves that they made.
What's the name of the channel you said?
Huddle Up.
Okay, you should link it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna do that stuff. I got some tweaking to do on it first. But I think our conversation is gonna start with a dude named Glenn Foley. Anybody remember Glenn Foley? Exactly. Okay. So
Guillermo definitely knows. This dude is like a diehard Jets fan. Bust.
Get out of
the
here.
Giants and the Jets. Aren't you? You're a Cubs fan, right? Or Bears fan?
Hadouken, did you just start watching football? Like
I'm asking Freezy because he's a Chicago Bears fan.
I'm a Bears fan, bro, and it's a long story, man. It's back in the 70s, we used to play this game called Free for All in the street, where you throw the football up and everybody just try to tackle the man. I don't know if I don't play that now, but back then I didn't have a team, and everybody had all the great running backs, and the only team that wasn't picked. The only team that wasn't picked was Chicago, and they had a running back named Walter Payton. Yeah, man.
What's good, Frederick? This dude really, ultimately, really just gave out a 2026 pick to the Giants.
Yeah, they'll be. Yeah, they're gonna take their way to Arch Manning, bro.
That's kind of messed.
I'd
That's
take Arch Manning in a heartbeat right now, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah, bro. The New
anyway,
York
anyway,
football
Once you
team
get
just
Spencer
sucked.
Rattner.
bro, he's not even starting for his own team.
wow.
Oh, you took all that shit. That Giants suck. The Giants suck.
Yeah.
Jets suck
Yeah, I'm
too,
gonna be
bro.
honest. Both of them sucked, so it doesn't even matter.
You just started watching.
No, stop
football
saying
this
that.
year.
Bro, but the Jets have good uniforms though. The Jets uniforms are dope, bro. So even though they suck, at least they suck in style. But the Giants,
I mean, the Giants got the orange and blue.
It's the red and
I'm
blue.
kidding.
the red and blue.
Okay,
Yeah.
Holy, he just started watching football. He don't
No,
know
I'm
who
trolling.
nothing.
I'm literally trolling.
Yeah, nah, he's trolling. He don't know nothing about no damn football.
I literally watch the games, but okay.
Oh, yeah. He don't know nothing. He just
Except the last one because they were trash. I don't. I'm not even a fan of either. I don't know. I need to decide what team I'm gonna be a fan of. I just watch right now.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do some old school Mets stuff too, and probably talk about Bobby Bonilla Day and some things like that, bro. It's crazy, bro. These dudes have been hitting me with ideas and stuff, so we're gonna do some of that stuff. But I just wanted to thank you for having me on, bro. You know, I really love kicking it with you, bro. Y'all dudes are super smart.
Yes, sir.
And so just want to say to everybody watching, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Legion of Knicks and follow. And you know what I'm saying? Just follow all of these guys in Knicks universe, bro.
Smash that like button too.
Yeah, smash that. Definitely smash that like button, man.
Come to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, bro. I'm out of here.
Peace out.
Y'all gents be good, bro.
Good stuff today. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm literally about to end it too. Yo, it's been mad long. I'm gonna be honest.
Your Gmo text me trying to ball. Like, if you're really trying to get this work.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
I'm gonna go too, hoops, man. But I do need like a few more weeks, man. My body is in such terrible basketball.
A few weeks is good.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, I really want that smoke.
My knee is actually fine. My back, bro. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
want
you,
the smoke.
if you are tall, if you're into powerlifting, do it the right way. Don't play basketball, bro.
Appreciate it.
I would give
Hulk
up,
smashed.
give up my herniated disc for 90% of the non-serious injuries out there, bro. This sucks.
You
bro.
know, that just sounds like sad.
Yeah, bro. If y'all want to smoke, I just finished my PT. I'm finally back in practice, so
we don't care, bro.
bro, nah, bro. I'm so happy I'm done with PT. God damn.
I'm so depressed. Bro.
You're gonna want to celebrate the hometown victory. What is the hometown victory?
That's crazy. I was just watching that thing with Chris WC, whatever. I like those kids. They're cool, but like they look so minuscule to what's the name, man.
Yeah, they act wild. All right, so I'm gonna end it off here. I'm gonna be honest. It's about to hit 3:50. I appreciate everyone for watching, coming on. Again, if you haven't already, if you're watching in the replay, you know, talking like an OG. If you're gonna watch later, in the replay, make sure to leave a comment, anything that you felt that you want to expand on. Subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and smash that like button. Shout out to Ethan, Mo, Guillermo, and Uncle Freezy for being here. You know, everyone's always welcome, no matter what. You guys, I dropped the link. You could join whenever. Just let me know. This was a good show. I'm gonna catch you guys on Thursday. Everyone have a great few days. And we're gonna beat the Celtics. Just know that. All right. 114, 107. RJ is gonna be the leading scorer. Peace out.
That's gonna be for every game, guys. So.